Oh yes, in the place to be with the Thompson man. Got my partner in here, Kendrick Kennel'S partner in crime.
and
He's
crime.
up in here as well. What you got up here? The undisputed Kendrick Kennel'S. Yeah, we in here in the place to be. Appreciate everybody tuning in for the live and stuff. Like I said, we trying to get back to it, trying to get back to it, trying to get back to it, people. What you been going? What you got going on, Kendrick? How the family and everything been doing?
Man, we getting it together. We chilling, man, making it
Oh
happen.
shit. What you got to tell these people about this Spider-Man dog and shit, man? Everybody harassing. What's going on with the Spider-Man dog? I'm hearing and seeing shit out here in these streets, man.
I don't want to talk about it. Just kidding. No, Spider Man. Spider Man, nice. I was gonna do a video on him today and shit, but I got busy. But I'm gonna get on it tomorrow, man. I'll just do a little joint on him. He growing up. He turning out to be real good though. I
That's
like his
what's up. That's
attitude
what's up.
on him.
Yeah, man. Impressive little Joker, man. Got a nice little fiery attitude on him. Oh shit! Shout out some people in the chat. We got I Smoke Loud, Vad Kennels, man. Check that brother out, man. Vad be doing it, man. Real solid brother, man. I like his channel a lot. You got man salute. Got Quick KFC. What up? Bloodthirst hashtag AKA Havoc 360. What going on, brother? What's going on? Shit, you been posting them damn puppies too, man. What you got on them pups, man? What's going on? I know you got them in the headlock.
Dog, you
No,
just
we
put
got
me
him in
on
the
the spot.
headlock.
Yeah, man. That's that half brother sister breeding coming off of Onyx, coming off of Proud Mary. So those are great grandkids to Proud Mary.
God damn, boy. Damn. Yeah, I'm way back there in that joint, yo. Damn. These some beautiful looking puppies, man. When you hold, what you got for people out there inquiring about them? Let them know the 411 so you ain't got to waste nobody time and stuff. You know you playing it slow. Let people know why you up here.
I mean, I'm really chilling on them for real. I took a lot of losses, so I'm kind of taking my time with them. But um, it might be like two available. Um, it really ain't too much to say on them right now. Just keep you posted on the videos and just look at, for real. Just look at what's going on because I'm kind of holding it to the chest for real. So it's kind of like some stuff that I put some work into, and I'm enjoying it, and everything that I put into it is starting to pay off. And if can't nobody see it, they just blind.
That's real spill. What's
So
going
I'm
on,
just
Dickie
sitting back.
Foster? Zero. Carlesta Selman, what up? What up? K Walk, what up? What up? Heart and Finish, what up? What up? Yeah, man, we going live. We just doing our little pre warm up, man. We talk a little shit, man. Anybody got some questions and stuff? Let everybody get up in here. We got a little itinerary tonight. We're gonna flame some people too. Don't forget that. There's gonna be some flames. But like yet again, we're gonna keep stuff entertaining, but at the same time, it's gonna be a lot of information shared. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hold on, let me add my man to the stage. Pitbull City, the infamous, the man with the new kidney. This dude, he's bionic, man. They can't get him. They can't get him off the stage. What's going on? OG Fred in the building, in the place to be. You muted, Fred. You gotta hit your mic, man, when you want to talk. Fred got a little technical thing, man. Soul Power. Who's else in here? One crew. I think I got that. Tap and salute Bulldog Thompson for the win. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Fred, if you listening, man, I'm gonna have to text this dude. You gotta hit the unmute button, man. Hit the microphone button. Hold on. Damn, I hope I don't mess up the damn. Hey, Ram, you tapped in, man. Text Fred to unmute his dang mic, man. I don't want to mess this damn thing up and try to shift over and text him. And because I don't think he's looking at the live YouTube joint. But text homeboy and tell him to unmute his mic, man. You know, these old dudes, man, you got to keep them up on
No, man,
game.
no, I don't do Mr. Fred like that. Don't do
I
Mr.
got to
Fred
do him,
like
boy. You
that.
saw how Shannon Sharp went out, boy. This man was on IG Live getting it on and stuff, man. I said, damn, son. You ain't hit the button, bro. You done hit the wrong button, bro. And they're sounding like the gorillas in the mist, bro. That was crazy, dog. I hope he bounced back. Yeah, good looking, Ram. Adolphus last. Yeah, get them all up in here. Let's get up in this dang thing, man. This is the cook up, the place to be, man. But me personally, everybody been inquiring. I've been trying to be a little bit more active on the channel. Like I said, I'm doing the 2 damn breedings and stuff. I'm in the process of breeding Flash and Corona, and the next one up is gonna be what's his name? Zulu and Lady of Rage. I'm gonna probably be trying to pull it. I posted a little breeding stand video earlier today and stuff. So
Yeah,
I
keep
did that
game
video. I
momentum.
talked to Yeah, man, it was getting stupid, man. I had posted the damn video of me breeding them dogs, man, and you know how you get the weirdo emails and stuff. It really wasn't even on no comment shit. It was really I got like some weird ass emails and shit. So I was like, man,
It's
let me go
always the
ahead and
comments to me.
yeah, I try to make it a learning experience though, man, because people, you know, some people just don't know. And, you know, you got your people who are gonna believe whatever they want to believe at the end of the day, but you know, for the people who just don't know, try to share the damn information with them and shit, so they can go ahead and have an idea of what's going on. You know, we ain't out here playing with no fucking hamsters, man. These ain't no play type of dogs. And
I
the
ain't gonna
bigger they
lie,
get,
bro. Listen, I'm gonna say this: that breeding stand is important to have. If anybody was watching my channel from way back, few years back, I had a dog named Bella, and I didn't have a breeding stand at the time, and I was trying to get it off, by just, walking the bitch up to the chain spot or some shit like that. That shit was not happening, bro. And then, you know, the story, with everything I went through with the dog, from the dog eating nails and all that other shit, and like needing to get in desperate need to get the breeding off. And as I'm ordering the breeding stand for it to get there, the dog dies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
boy,
you can't make it up.
oh yeah, man. Shit, I took the L. I know the L. I know how that L feel. Thank God I ain't lose nobody, but I got bit. It was pretty bad, man. That's what I said. You know what? This shit has affected my health. I ain't about
Yeah, that
to.
breeding stand, if you ain't got it, man. She made it so hard, bro, and the teeth she had in her mouth, it was like I ain't trying to feel that.
Man,
That should be
what
horrible.
happened? Yeah, man, shit, my damn story. I told a little bit about it in that video earlier, man. But I was at the old spot in the suburbs, and you remember I had that little section of the yard that was fenced off, and
Yep.
I was in there with Mary and Crush, and I tried to old school it. You know, I had the collar on her, and then I had the leash looped through the chain link fence just to keep her head where she needed to have it. And bro, the minute he jumped out, I had the collar in my hand and I had his collar in my hand, and I let him jump on her. And when I let him jump on her and he started to do his thing, she backed up. And when she backed up, my fingers got caught in the O-ring part of it, the collar. And then she spun. When she spun, my fingers was about to break. So now I had to get my hand out the dang collar. So when I pulled back on the collar, her head popped out and she just rushed him, bro. It was bad. And I'm holding him with my hand. I got the other hand holding him, and she's on him. Ain't nobody home to help. Damn breaking stick on the ground, but what use is it gonna do to me? Because I still got to get out the cage with the dog. You feel what I'm saying? So, and you remember the chain that I used to have in that cage? The chain damn near went a little bit damn near out the door of the kennel.
Yeah.
Oh man, bro, got attacked, all that good shit. Now I'm bleeding. Everybody breathing hard. I'm sweating, and I was like, you know what? It's the end of this shit. I got to get a stand, dog. You know what I mean? It's like you. I had people tell me I was playing with fire by breeding them dogs without no stand. I had
Bro,
plenty of people.
that's what you told me when I was doing it.
Yeah, cause dog, like, and people be like, oh man, biter man. When them dogs cut loose and you ain't got no control of them and they moving, they stirring up dust, and you ain't got no control of them. And even with the breaking stick is only helpful if one of them is on the chain and you could kind of back them off and then break them free and then get out of there with the dog that's loose. This is like a kennel accident situation. Of course, we talking nothing illegal. This is just normal accident type stuff that happens. Usually a dog gets off the chain and one's free and one's on the chain when you come in to break it up. But in that damn situation, it served me no purpose. And it was bad because by the time I got her off of him, and now I'm holding him, trying to kick the gate door open to get out, she's jumping, trying to still attack him. So I'm like, I damn near kind of sacrificed my back shoulder a little bit for this shit. And she jumped up and grabbed me. I said, man, yeah, man. Then I had to kick her back and get the door closed. It was a mess. So, do you think you getting it off like that? Like I learned from my lesson, I was playing with fire. I was playing with fire and then I got burned. And all it takes is for you to get burned and then you know what it is. So you could get 3, 4 off, get on a nice run, like, oh, what are these dudes talking about? You'll see. You will see.
Hey, what that saying is, fuck around and find out.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to man, Snacks B. I think we up in here cooking and shit tonight, but we gonna start the flaming session off early and shit. What is what the police bait Kennel'S do, man? How's that working out for you? Like I said, we gonna flame and then we gonna get into the informational stuff. But we gonna start with this flame session here. Now, I've been around Kendrick, you've been around the block. You've been around the long block with me. You know what I mean? We've been down this road for years and years and years. You've heard a lot of shit. I've heard the dogs were curs. That's what it first started out, right? Wasn't that the first thing they were saying?
Yep.
The dogs was curs. Then when that turned out not to be true, then it was he's a peddler. Even though you know for a fact how many dogs left my camp.
Shit. In the beginning stages, you had what you had going on, and I bought enough of them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it wasn't really a whole lot of them going out like that.
Exactly. So it went from curs to peddler. Then the dogs ain't bred the way they supposed to be bred. Right? That was the third thing, right?
Yeah.
That was the third thing. Third thing was now, oh, they ain't bred the way they bred, and Manny is not this, and that dog's not that, and da 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 da. Now we on loophole number 4. Now I'm a thief.
Crazy.
Now we on loophole number 4. Thompson'S Kennel'S is a thief. So we went through this whole thing now. So now we on thievery. And I love to play the hypothetical game. I'm real good at the hypothetical game. So let's just take this hypothetically and say I did rob 2 niggas. Let's just hypothetically.
Hold on. JR is in the building.
Oh shit, JR Kennel'S, what's going on? What up, my brothers? Yes, sir, man. I'm glad you in here, man. How that little brindle dog working out for you? I know you had some issues trying to do your little thing, man, but I was gonna tell you, brother, you was late. You was late to that party, man. You was late. But shit, 6 months, go at it again, my G. But hey, much respect for you making time to come through. We up here flaming and stuff. We gotta open up the show with some flames and stuff. And then after we open up the show with some flames, we get into our informational stuff. But as I was saying, hypothetically speaking, since we playing the hypothetical game, let's say I did rob two niggas. And then after I robbed these two niggas, how long I had fucking Buck in? We talking about, let's say roughly 7-8 years, right? You want to do that?
So, give or take, Mike.
6,
Yeah,
6, 7.
6, 7.
Sosa may
Yeah.
be. I got to look at Sosa papers. About 5-6 years, and Sealy's older than him. I know Sealy's like 7 and some change. Sealy's old. So let's just say I did rob some niggas. And then after I robbed them, I put their dogs on YouTube for about 6 years straight. I raised them, conditioned them, worked them, and bred them on camera for 6, 7 years straight. And these niggas did absolutely nothing. Let's just hypothetically, since we play in the hypothetical game. And since you police-based kennels, they come to you because you the police, right? Let me get it right. That's what it is. They come to you because you the police. You supposed to get their dogs and their money back, right? Right? Come on, let me know. Since we played the hypothetical game, or what could be said from this too is, damn, that nigga Thompson ain't really somebody to fuck with. He just out here taking niggas' dogs and put them on camera, and the niggas don't do shit about it. That could be taken from that thought process.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm confused. Maybe he's just not that nigga to fuck with. Kendrick, would somebody take your shit, your dogs and money, and be on YouTube for 7-8 years with your shit, taking pictures and shit?
Hell no. We're gonna have to get an understanding, cuz.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it funky. I don't think you would allow that to go on. I know damn well I never had a dog stolen from me, so I don't really know what it feel like.
Hey, listen, and hypothetically speaking, if I was an older cat, I got a son that's gonna come see you. You know what I'm saying? If me and you can't get an understanding, I got somebody to come see you.
Yeah, that's normally how it would work. That's normally how it would work. But Police Bay, since we all hypothetically speaking, because the only factual thing is this is you a police ass nigga. Come get their shit back.
First of all, let's
come get their shit back and come get their money back. Since hypothetically, since we playing hypothetical games.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah.
Since we playing hypothetical games, come get in your cop car and come see me and come get their shit back. Pull up with the blue and whites and shit. You got your little police attack dog too. Come on. I'm waiting. Because I'm still waiting for you to come steal these dogs that you was talking about stealing a couple of months ago.
Hey,
your reach is so far. Your reach is so far.
Is we talking about the same dude that Triple J had him take the video down, but he'd get up there and talk about Fat Bill about that same flag. But Triple J fly that same thing.
Yeah.
We talking about
him?
Can't
even give. Yeah, we talking about him, bro. We ain't talking about nobody else. Shit, we talking about motherfucker. Get up there, threaten to get a lawyer, boy. Your ass pull everything down, boy. You quiet as a house mouse out this bitch. You can't write this. Oh man, all it take for a motherfucking lawyer is threaten you, dog. You run for the hills and shit, man. But shit, I'm out here I done robbed 2 niggas for shit, and I'm out here.
Hey, I need to say one more thing though, because I find this shit real fucked up that a dude will get up there and put somebody's name in something and then turn on a dog fighting video, you know what I'm saying, and then jump back to the person that they was talking about. Like, what type of subliminal, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if nobody find that weird, but I find that weird that my homie sitting over there with a yard of dogs and you put a dog fighting video in the middle of a video that you talking about him. Am
Yeah,
I the only one seeing it?
feels like I'm trying to get implicated in dog fighting.
You feel me?
Like I know that's his go-to is to try to implicate people and shit. Like I said, ain't no illegal activity over here, man. I just love the breed. Y'all don't never see me up here talking about no accolades and no dumb shit.
And
Ain't
then
no ain't no
even
one timers, nothing, no
hold
nothing.
on, hold on. And even on that note, he said out his own mouth that everybody that's on YouTube that's talking about X, Y, and Z, they're older now. They're coming out of, where did he say? The woodworks. So why would anybody, if that, hypothetically speaking, if anybody was doing that, why would they have a story now? Wouldn't the journey still be going?
Exactly.
Come
I
on,
love the
man.
hypothetical. I love the hypothetical game, don't you?
I
Shit is
love it.
like it's better than fucking Monopoly, man. I remember we used to get toasted and play Monopoly back in the day and shit. Fucking busting them for the money and stuff. But I mean, I don't address everything because some of the stuff is just stupid. You know what I mean? It's hard to pin certain things
Yeah,
when
you
somebody
know,
been pretty open about they shit. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't see. Let's be keeping it real. Y'all people been following me, and I got some long time followers. Y'all don't see a bunch of different dogs hit my yard. Y'all don't see me pop up with a whole bunch of different stuff. Everything I pretty much have, I know where it came from because I wasn't one of those like how you came to me for the interview and shit, like wanting to be friends. But I know what your overall game was before you became a flaming idiot. Your game was you was trying to get the interview and you was hoping that we would get buddy buddy and you could get some kind of dogs out of me. But somebody else fell for that game with you and they let you get some dogs. And it took a long time for you to actually get on camera. It actually took Buck.
can I
It,
say
it,
something? I don't mean to keep interrupting you, but that's why the
go ahead,
ID
go
is
ahead.
that's why the ID is important, to keep clowns like him from having your shit.
Message.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the ID,
Message. Hold on, I don't want to interrupt.
hey,
Message.
listen. Have you ever heard about a culling process? You know what I'm saying? You talk ID, that calls the bullshitters right out the, I don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was bullshitting from the get-go.
Exactly.
I sent my ID and did what I had to do to get my shit, and the ones that got theirs from me did the same thing, because ain't nobody has shit to hide.
Exactly. See, when you're playing this game, cause see, I'm not a Tom Garner nigga. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm not, and that's no slight at Tom Garner nigga. My goal in life, and I'll even relate this to my thing with Manny. Ant wanted to get Manny blood out there. I'm not that type of dude. I'm not pressed to have my blood everywhere. That's not my overall goal, is to retire and say I flooded the United States with hustle man dogs. That's that he wanted to push Chinaman. That was a goal that he wanted to do. That's why he moved the way he moved. I'm not in that situation. I'm not trying to flood anything with anything. Me personally, I'm really old school hobby type of breeder. I like to keep my little family tree of dogs and keep what I got to keep alive and pass them on to my kids. Whoever wants to keep doing it, pass it on to them. They can keep rocking out, and the heritage goes on. That's my thing that I like to do. So I am a person who's very particular about who receives the dogs from me. Very particular. And that's why Kendrick said that ID shit, because this is the type of games, because we talk about a whole lot of the stuff with selling dogs and how these transactions happen with stuff. And we talked about people doubling back and stealing stuff. That's why that damn ID is important, because I want to know who you are, where you live, because if you're coming to pick something up, you know where I live. You get what I'm saying? We got to keep everything on the up and up. So when you put these hurdles in place for people, like Kendrick just alluded to, it cuts a lot of bullshit away. Because I don't want to see PBK with my
No,
stuff.
no, no, no. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to see
It.
who the fuck
Listen.
wants
Hey,
to
hold
be
on, hold on, hold on,
affiliated
hold
with
on, hold
police
on, hold
based
on, hold
kennels.
on. Hey, T, listen. No, you don't want to send your ID and put your punk ass in the in the curb pile. You feel what I'm saying? It,
Exactly.
it's as simple as that.
Exactly. It says all of this talk about dogs and stuff. This Sosa dog, man. Kendrick, how many times that dog's about 6 years old? 6, 7, 6?
That
Yeah,
dog,
probably
yeah,
about 5.
that dog gotta be
Because you
six
have a
going on
litter mate
7.
off of him. You have a litter mate, right? Yeah, you had
Yeah,
some off of that breeding.
yeah.
What was it? How old a motherfuckers is there?
That's what I'm saying. Them dog's probably about like 6 years old.
6 years old.
At
So
least
Sosa is 6. So Sosa is 6 years old. I bred Sosa. How many times I bred Sosa, Kendrick?
once.
One time. So that's how important breeding Red Boy Jocko dogs is for me. And I got a hell of them. I got a hell of one with him. But that's how important it is for me. For me to take care of a dog since he's been a year old. For how many years, how much medicine, how much food, all of this stuff. And for me to breed the motherfucker one time, and I personally don't own anything off of the one breeding because I didn't get a male. I bred him one time trying to get a male, or some males, and got a bunch of bitches. So that's how important it is to me. Knowing you be up there holding him when he was 10 months old like a taco, offering them up for public stud if you had a dog of half that fucking caliber. Let's just be serious now. Now we're not playing the hypothetical game. We're playing the fucking reality game. If you had that motherfucker on your yard, he'd been bred 10 times, and your punk ass would be up here holding him like a taco, offering him up for public stud. Because that's what you did with old boy, dog. It's so circumstantially Tweedledee and Tweedledum move you do is you make a video about the bloodline because you was just jacking them hog dogs because you was getting some views, just saying that they was not bred the way they was bred, they're not real, and then old boy links up with you and gives you the damn dog, and now you got to recant on everything you said about the hog dogs because now you done found somebody to give you something that you could peddle some and get some change off of. Cocaine Blaine moves is what that is, boy. Cocaine Blaine moves. The Moolies is not your friend. We come with the receipts and facts over here. We come with the receipts and facts. I've been dealing in dogs for a long time. I didn't take no fucking breaks. I didn't come in and leave and come back and no, I didn't start over. No, I didn't do none of that. I did it like prison time. So I got a circle of people around me who know what's really going on. And little punk ass rumors that you try to start, if that's the best you could come up with, brother, you better put .5 of cocaine over that weed, turn the lights off, sit on the foot of your bed, and take a good deep toke if you think you could come at me with that bullshit. So let's just be honest now. I like slander because it's easy to beat slander. Because when you know the truth and what's really going on, there's no weight to it. Because even if you say what you were saying hypothetically was true, come get their shit back. You the police, come get it. I ain't hard to find. But with that being said, that was a nice little flame session. That was a nice little flame session. With that being said, we're gonna open up this show's topics because we're gonna do some information today. I want to open up with the environmental impact. Yeah, JR, it's Pookie moves. Yeah, shirt off on the foot of the bed, sweating and crying and shit. It just keeps calling me. The main question we're gonna open up with is the environmental impact on a dog's temperament? It's a heavy question to get. I got this question from a cook up that me and Kendrick was just having on our normal conversations and shit about how the dogs from when I was living in the suburbs and shit, how the fucking dogs were changing moving to the country. I've been out there in the country for about 4 years, going on 5 now. I think this Christmas will be 5 years. So I have a couple of generations of dogs that were born and raised in the country. And we're seeing like a distinct difference in the temperament between the dogs in the country and the dogs in the city. So this brings up that classic city dog, country dog type of conversation. And does the environmental situation impact the dog's temperament? And we're not talking as far as gameness. Well, this is not a conversation of if the country dog is more game than the city dog. We're just talking overall temperament. The way that you like an American pit bull terrier to act, that alertness, that little bit of wildness that we seem to have lost in the dogs. Certain strands are carrying it, but what do you feel about it, man?
I I watched your yard at your old spot, and I watched it transition to the new spot, and then I think about where I'm at and how my dogs are, and then I look at what your dogs are now, and I think it do play. I think it do play a role in it, because these dogs ain't your regular dog. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a German Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Doberman. It's not a Rottweiler. These dogs need to be able to move around. You know what I'm saying? And bark and be them. You know what I'm saying? I honestly think that the best situation for these dogs is to be somewhere where you got a little bit of space so that they can actually be fucking dogs.
Damn, damn, that's heavy. That's heavy. Hey, I don't want to have to say this throughout this whole live. I got 105 people in here. Please hit the thumbs up. I mean, you know what I mean? I know I got some haters in here. We got some people that's just spectating, but you know what I mean? This is something that we doing for the people. I'm not one of those dudes that put the cash app up and ask y'all to pay me some money. I just ask y'all nicely, hey, hit the thumbs up if you in here trying to stoke up this good content. And Kendrick, man, that's a big move right there, man. Letting dogs be dogs. Like, I seen the difference.
Cause I my situation. My dogs can't, like. I mean, I let them do what they do, because I've been here for so long. I on this block for so long. I kind of got like that seniority over here, and like I said, I fuck with the dog pound, so they ain't really bothering me. But I don't let my dogs just fucking bark, because it do become annoying when the fucking sun go down, your ass go down.
Yeah.
I kind of hate for it to be like that too, because man, they see shit at night, you know what I'm saying? Raccoons and shit running around and different shit, and they firing off and shit, and hey man, shut up, be quiet. You know what I'm saying, man? That shit, you just need to be in a place where you can let your shit be them.
Man,
That's what I think.
yeah, man, I was in the same situation as you, man. Because at the time I had about 15, depending on what time of year you caught me, I had about 15, 20 back there in the suburbs. And the fact that I had that many dogs, it was like I had to be on top of the barking. And plus, I had already, like, y'all, if y'all pay attention to my lives, I had already had tapped in with the neighbors and shit. So I was doing the EC shit for free, damn near for free or next to nothing. So I kept everybody happy. But I had to be on them dogs way more than what I had to be now living in the country. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. All of that shut up shit, I'm not saying none of that. I don't care. Ain't nobody around where I'm at. So they can do whatever the fuck they gonna do, how they want to do it. Just whenever I need you to do what I need you to do, be about that. But I'm not as hard on them. And like I said, I seen a almost a more wild behavior, not uncontrollable, but just they're more in tune with everything. You get what I'm saying? Because I was kind of boxed in where I was at. You saw my my old
Yeah.
spot, so I didn't have it. It looked big on fucking camera, but that wasn't no big ass backyard. I only had 6 chain spots. Everything else was kenneled down. I had bought like 15 fucking kennels and had like 6 chain spots. So it was like they were on the schedule. And now, just reflecting, the old dogs that's alive that lived at the old spot and was raised over there compared to the new dogs over here. If I go outside now and I say shut up, those dogs would be quiet. But the new
Yeah, I was
dogs,
gonna say, them the only motherfuckers listening. See, the mother motherfuckers don't. What? Shut up. What's that? What did he say?
it's funny to fuck with them like that because you could just see the difference in the environment that they was raised in. And that's what the overall topic of this conversation is about. We break it down deeper. We used to talk about the lighter notes of it, like the kennels versus the chain spots, because just me having more dogs on chains. Now I still got the same amount of kennels, and I can just put them back and forth however the hell I want to do it, depending on how I'm feeling and shit. But the dogs, since I have more dogs on the chains, my dogs look different from the environment that they're living in now. They can run nonstop, act crazy, bark. If a big ass crow or buzzard flies, if a deer comes on the yard, if a rabbit runs through the yard, they're just doing more shit. So they look like in tremendous shape. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I'd love to take credit for a lot of this shit because people always tell me how compliment me on how my dogs look, but I can see the difference because half of them look like they got a keep on them or they're in the pre-keep. But it's just the environment that they're living in compared to being in the kennels at the old spot and their bodies getting soft from being in the kennel.
Yep.
That soft shit is real. It's real. So that's why, people talk about the slap mills and all that shit and all the workout equipment I was using. 1 + 1 = 2. If I got dogs that are primarily kenneled, I'm going to have to constantly be working these dogs so they don't become soft. Because we love to say chain rot, but there's a such thing as kennel rot too. And you leave any of these dogs in a stagnant situation, they're going to rot away. So you got to keep their body hard. You got to keep them focused on something. So that was the translation from the kennel to the chain. And then we're talking about suburbs versus the woods. And having the more space and having longer chains and having these dogs living in a situation where they can be more like a real dog. They can come into their own. This stuff matters. You know what I mean? It matters. Shout out to Keith Wise. I got to get plugged in with you. Got to get plugged in with you. I was talking to Fred about you the other day, man. I don't know what the hell happened with Fred, man. You got to get your internet thing on, man. The Long Way. Shout out to the Long Way. Shout out to Wing Moon. King Zeus. I'll be hacking the shit out of some of y'all names. Jose T. Guamiz. I Smoke Loud. Kevin Fuller. The Way. King Masaga. Yeah, some of y'all got some other stuff going on with y'all screen names. But salute to all the brothers that entered the chat. So we were talking about the environmental impact. Because you remember that video came out back in the day with the 2 dogs. I ain't going to throw nobody out there. No, this ain't about that. But just they were saying that the dogs were living in the dude's apartment. And that's why those dogs were behaving like that. But that kind of alludes to that old saying, man, because I had a lot of old school dog men tell me, say, you don't really know what they is until they get on the chain. You know what I mean? And some of these dogs will never be in the environment. They're going to be house raised. So they may have a different disposition. You know what I mean? That leads into our next question.
Man.
Like, are these dogs truly docile?
Bro, listen, you get a dog living in the house with you and shit, bro. He don't become part of the pack outside no more. He become part of your pack. You feel what I'm saying? That
Can't cook,
motherfucker
man.
wants to sit on the couch and eat popcorn with you and watch movies and shit and close his eyes and smoke the blunt, catch the contact, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he becomes part of the pack, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that shit go out the window, bro. So if you want a bulldog, you better be outside.
Man, I'm not gonna sit here and hold you, man. Like they can become that. You can take you. They used to say it. I heard me and Schoolboy was talking one time up here and shit, and it was like, man, you can create. I don't want to say occur because this ain't in correlation to gameness, because a dog can be game, but we're just talking about temperament wise, man. You can create couch potatoes. You can create dogs that are not as active. You know what I mean? I was never big on the pit bull in the house, and even when I did do it, that dog was constantly. He was there to protect the house while I was gone. That's pretty much. He wasn't like on no pro. Beast was never like big on the program thing at first. Me and him used to sleep in an apartment together when I was in the street, but I was always a street motherfucker who kept a job. So when I was gone, I'd leave him in the apartment while I was gone. He would bite the shit out you if he ain't know you. And he was very smart, and he lived with me. So he knew when somebody was coming up the steps to my little apartment. So he would fly off the couch and be standing by the door. And he was a grimy motherfucker. He wasn't going to do a whole bunch of barking and scratching. He was going to let you come in and do you wrong. So I know the environment and how you treating it. Like Kendrick said, you know, they part of your clique when you bring them in the house. You know what I mean? Same thing when we talk.
Go ahead, my bad.
I'm just saying they become part of it. You can turn them into that, and that's the thing of what I be saying when people be like circumstances that you want to put these dogs into. I don't want to put them in that kind of situation where you take away the wildness. I like the wildness. You know what I mean? Even if I had dogs that get along with each other, I wouldn't be letting them get along with each other, like letting them run free with each other. I still keep them separated. All my dogs are separated. They don't. It's not like walk up and lick each other in the mouth and shit. Like we don't do that. Like you gotta keep a standard on how you keeping these dogs, because you can't turn them into something that they ain't bred to be.
Yeah, because boy, something cut loose and get to licking some shit in the mouth, bro. I don't. Hey, I need to rehome them.
Yeah, like you gotta keep, if you're staying true to what the breed is. Like I don't advocate dog fighting. Brother Kendrick don't advocate dog fighting. We're just saying what the breed is bred true to
It's
be.
the standard.
I'm not trying to change. Yeah, I'm not changing it, because you've been to the motherfucking dog shows. I've been to one dog show early on,
bro. I'm gonna tell you,
and
like this.
I saw how it was.
Hey, if you go to the dog show, brother, and your shit, hey, listen. If you show up to the motherfucking dog show and your shit ain't acting like a fucking bulldog, cuz your shit is getting overlooked, cuz they at them shows, your shit better be, it can be reserved and shit, but boy, when you get in that ring, that motherfucker better act like it's on something. And that's just at the show because it's the breed standard.
Man,
Bro, all right.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. These dogs got to have a wildness to them, man. They got to have a wildness to them. I like the Bolio dogs a lot, because I just seen a standard in the family tree of dogs. They were just a wilder acting dog. You need that juice. That's why they love that Bolio blood, because it fixes a lot of shit. You can put it in a lot of different stuff and crank stuff up to a certain degree, depending on the individuals themselves. This ain't like any Bolio dog, like how y'all like to take shit and run with it. But if you're dealing with bloodlines that's true to the standard, that's what it is. It fixes a lot of shit when you get to a point where you're getting a little bit too reserved, because that reserve shit will take you so far, like Kendrick told you. And just in the dog show, at the fucking dog show, you better be coming in there with something that feel and look like a bulldog and act like a bulldog. Because what you said, they just look over you.
Hey, listen. If you standing there silent, they looking at the shit that's bucking, cuz they don't give a fuck about none of that, cuz they looking at what's bucking.
Hey, babe, hey, hold on, Fred, you been in the back this whole goddamn time?
Yeah. But you know
What
what?
the
I'm gonna
hell,
tell
Fred?
you
You,
something.
hey man,
It's all
hey
love.
man.
It's all
Time
love,
out,
baby
time
boy.
out, time out,
Hey,
man.
let me tell
I
you,
be trying to rock with you, Fred,
I'm
but you,
set in
man,
like the winter time, baby. Hey, a
man,
lot
this
of
we
y'all,
done been cooking,
a
and you
lot
been in the
here for
you
about
been in the
40
dining
minutes,
room, and we
baby.
been in the kitchen.
That's right. I
Come
been on
on,
deck.
man.
But you know what? I had to figure out what I was doing with the microphone, but it's all good. But you know
Hey,
what? I missed the cook up sessions, man. Hey, shout out to all y'all guys, man. I'm telling you, man. I, I can't even start to name off people, but walking down Rev, Kendrick, um, Buck City, yourself also. But I get to talk to Keenan all the time. But man, I hadn't did this in a long time. But I tell you, I know for a fact, living in the country, them dogs
here we
act
go.
they act a certain type of way now. I know the city dogs. You know, I used to live in the city, but you give a dog a chance to stretch his legs out and and to see things he hadn't seen before. You know, I got a partner. He's an Indian guy, and you know they got horses and some of them got cows. And when dogs first see things like that, they act a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Some of them get along with the animals. Some of them don't, like goats and stuff like that. So you know, it's all according where you living at, man. It really do make a big difference.
Mm, mm. So you could we could make a hush puppy instead of a bulldog.
Man,
We can make a hush puppy.
man,
And
we
that's
can
why
make some stuff.
that's why up here, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be on what you doing, you know what I'm saying? Cause man, one slip up, it'll be gone.
Yeah, you took some horrific L's, man. You took some damn horrific L's, man.
I
Because
tell you one
Hey,
thing I don't do.
hey,
I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't do no more. That I had to
what?
find out the hard way. You know, I was breeding dogs and I was taking puppies like under 6 months and putting them on the chain. Don't do that no more.
Mm,
I
mm.
had a dog run down the line until she got the one that she had complications with. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that one gave her everything she wanted. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to live. And but I tell you, she about tore his front leg off. She about
I
tore
ain't
his
mean to
front
laugh,
leg
Fred.
off. But I tell you,
Oh,
I had to
shit.
heal him back up, and he was a all right dog. But he never forgot about that scar that he got. I mean, he had a bad one,
Man,
but
it
it
can
was
get bad
about
with
two
these
or
damn
three of them
dogs.
that didn't make it. But I never put a young dog back on the chain ever again because of that. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if they can't defend themselves, I don't care if it's a pack of foxes. I don't care if it's a pack of coyotes. It could be a stray dog that come through the yard. You know what I'm saying? It could be a bobcat. It could be
Yeah,
several
you know,
different things that'll mess a dog up, man. But it's
oh,
like
yeah.
this: if you got a puppy on the chain, it's a puppy.
Yep.
You got to
I could contest to
recognize
that.
that.
I could contest to that. I didn't, I recently did it to my damn self. Everybody know that fucking, the breeding I did with Mailman and Black Mary. It was 4 females off of that. Shout out to the homie Track. He got one. Shout out to Justin, and I got one. And I had one that I was giving to a good older friend of mine, man. He was gonna take that dog to some places for me, man. And I put that dog on the fucking chain, and Black Orca took her out. And this is real, because you know the side you gotta. That's why I've consciously made an effort to do like a puppy section on my yard, like have a side of the yard where I'll keep not young puppies, because I don't, like Fred said, I don't. I made a bad mistake with that because she was about 7, 8 months. She didn't stand a chance. But I started to separate the yard to a puppy section, to an adult dog section. Even though they're all on chains. At least if you cut loose, you're not gonna just run into a younger dog. You get what I'm saying? At least you'll try. At least you'll run into something that's your size, your age type of deal. because that is a bad thing, man. And I've lost dogs like that as well, man. That shit sucks like a mug. So the things happen with these damn dogs, man. That's the goal that we trying to do. We got Viking Royal Family, Ween Moon in the building, Alpha Dog Combine. Hey Fred, you getting a lot of love in this chat, brother. I was telling man, you was in the back that whole time. I can't get over this shit. But I was telling people, man, you persevered through your situation. I'm glad my OG is back on his feet, man. I know you've been through a lot, brother. I appreciate you taking this time. Like yet again,
But
people just tuning in.
I appreciate. In 2020, I think it was 2019, really. I had some eye surgeries. I had some. I think I had between 2019 and between 2019 to all the way up to 2022, I might have had 11 eye surgeries. I ain't talking about laser surgeries. I'm talking about cutting surgeries. I had
11.
11 surgeries altogether. I had a transplant in my left eye. I had a pump put in my eye, then it popped out, and I had to have it reinserted. Then I had a microtube on the other side. That supposed to be like an upgrade. Then I got a glass in that right eye, and I almost was blind in both eyes till I got to this certain doctor, and he helped me out. Now I can see out of one eye. But I went through all that prior to learning that
Kidney surgery.
I was having trouble with my kidneys. So I was just during the time I was on the podcast back in the day, I knew I was going to the doctor for the kidney, but they didn't tell me that I was having that much trouble. And then they started talking about going on dialysis, and I didn't really want to do none of that. So,
No.
so I
No.
checked out to see what I needed to do to try to get a kidney. And I got all these dogs. I got family and to take care of this and that. So I had to go and find out whatever I needed to do to get a kidney. And I did that in March. And they got a lot of tests you got to do and a lot of things you got to do just to get on a list. So I did all that XYZ. So I got on the list. And I went on the list number six, maybe 6 weeks. About the fifth week, they called me for a kidney. So about a month ago, I got this kidney, and man,
You picked it up. You sound like you picked it up at the grocery store.
let me tell you, you can say what you want, but there's a lot of people don't even get to walk around like I'm walking around tonight. Man, let
Man,
me tell
God is
you.
good, man. God is good. Like
Let
I
me
couldn't
tell you,
believe when you was
man.
telling me that story. I couldn't believe you got a kidney that quick, man. It was like, man,
But
you
I'm
a
gonna tell
truly
you,
blessed brother.
I'm gonna tell you something about this kidney thing, though. I had about $35. I don't lie to you. I was overdoing it. I needed somebody needed to tranquilize me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit the boy with the crack.
Go sit
You
down.
know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like I got a yard boy helping me or anything like that. This on me. You know what I'm saying? So I got a wagon. Thompson used to pick on me about my wagon. And
I
see,
ain't pick on you, G. You look
yeah,
weird
he
walking
picking
around
on
with
me.
the
Well, I'm a
wagon, dog. I
wagon
ain't lying
dog.
to you, man.
So
Come on, man.
yeah, I start on one side, and at the end of the day, I'm walking like 6 miles a day, just on the dog work. You feel me? So one thing about it, what I'm telling you, I do this every day, rain, sleet, or snow. You know what I'm saying? So like when I got this kidney thing, I went in on a Friday night. I mean, a Friday morning. It was like 2 in the morning. Uh, 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 4 in the morning. I was in surgery, and
Mm.
I get the kidney on that Friday morning, right? Uh, Sunday, uh, Monday morning, I'm going home, and Monday night I'm in my bed.
Man,
Yep.
God is
But I'm gonna
good.
tell you, them dogs walking that 6 miles every day, feeding them dogs. gave me some extra strength, man.
Yeah.
Cause the
And the
doctor
dog
said,
saved you.
man, the doctor said they had a 23-year-old. He been in the bed for five days. That couldn't even sit up straight. I
Wow.
was in there for
Wow.
3 days, bro.
I'm gonna give you your flowers while you on here, Fred.
Man,
Fred sat here and
For
told y'all
sure.
about them Fred sat here and told y'all about them surgeries. He done tell y'all everything he was about to do. Fred ain't never get out of these dogs. Fred been
nope.
damn near blind, been back there taking care of them dogs.
Yep, yep,
That's the
yep.
type.
And
That's the type of people.
I had some good
That's the
people
type of
looking out
people
for
that
me.
I affiliate
Good
with.
people
We don't do no
that took
quitting.
my 2 years and say, Fred, you need your dog back. Give my dog back. I got to say, Chad. I got another brother named Mike. They call him Yayo. I got my partner, Mickey Graham. I got Anthony Graham comes by and see me all the time. I mean, these are
Big
real
Ant.
people, bro. Big Ant. I got the blues man. The blues man is
Shout out to the Blues man.
man, shoot. I got my man Carone. Shoot. I
Hey,
got some good people on my side, man. I mean, they look out
man.
for me.
Hey Fred. Hey Fred, can
Yeah,
I ask you a
yeah.
question, Mr. Fred?
Talk to me.
If if
Talk to me.
if if the dogs was trash, would all them people be hanging around you trying to make sure it stay alive?
Tell you, man. Let me tell you something. We were talking about the Manny blood, right?
Oh,
So
hey! Just
I
don't jump into it.
Wait,
Don't
wait.
jump
hey,
into it. I
let
want
me
a
tell you
prequel to
like
this,
this.
man.
Let me tell you like this. Let me tell you like this.
Go ahead
With
and
the
cook.
Manny,
God damn it, man.
with the Manny dog, uh, I was there at the beginning. That's all I had to say. I was there at the beginning. I seen how it went down, because the reason being is this: some of the dogs is at my house, like Manny's mama. You know what I'm saying? She had 2 litters on my yard. You know what I'm saying? The litter that Manny came off of, I built the brood box for to have the puppies in. So I was proactive in what was going on with these dogs right here. But the thing, what I'm telling you, so a lot of
Where
people
you
was
go? What are you
dealing with
telling me?
me. People were dealing with me because DMX had got my dogs. So a lot
Mm.
of guys in my hood, they said, "Oh, Fred ain't got nothing." But when DMX got my dogs, I must have had something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they were messing with me. So I sold a lot of my dogs that I had that didn't even have a Bulls dog. And my first
Mm-hmm.
Bulls dog that I paid for was Lady Gaga, and that's Manny's sister. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. Yeah, you hear about Manny all the time, but you never hear much about Lady Gaga. You know what I'm saying?
His belly
So
mate sister.
so I did an inbreed with Manny to Gaga, and I got a dog named Tilo. Now Tilo wasn't the only dog out of that litter. Reverend Troy had got one, and
Shout out to
Lion
Troy.
and Lionstone back in the day, he had got buckwheat, which he sold to the guys that had BB and all them back down there towards Alabama. But what I'm saying, it was only 2 breedings that Black Reggie had did. He did one with Brown Bomber, and he did one with Brown Goat. Now Brown
Black
Bomber,
Reggie is the sire of the many, y'all. Go
but
ahead,
but
Fred.
but Brown Bomber is Manny's grandma. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Black Reggie was bred to, to Brown Bomber and the daughter. You know, the daughter will be uh, Brown Goat. So that was the 2 breedings that Ronald did. Now, when Ronald sold Black Reggie, you know, uh, Morgan had did a breeding and he got something nice off of it. But you know, I don't know all about that one right there. But I'm talking about the dogs that we know about. But it wasn't many dogs that was born after the brown gold and the brown bomber dogs. Then the brown
Yes,
bomber
sir.
dogs, they died kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? And like Thompson always said, it's a curse on these dogs in a way. In a
Ah,
way it is. In a way it is, and in a way it ain't. You know what I mean? It's all according to how you moving. If you moving in a slouchy way, or you moving and trying to beat somebody all the time, guess what gonna happen? Your junk gonna get
take
snatched. Your junk gonna get
L's.
snatched.
L's.
Because the thing, what I'm telling you, I got the blood. I learned how to breed the dogs, and I learned how to keep the dogs.
Mm, mm, mm.
So now,
Damn.
a lot of people just say, "Well, what you gonna do when the Manny dogs, when Manny die?" I wasn't worried about Manny. I wasn't building off of Manny. I was building off for Lady Gaga. You feel me? That was my
Mm,
dog.
mm, mm, mm,
Now
mm,
I'm gonna
mm.
tell you like this: Anthony Graham was breeding um, Manny, and he had a good partner called Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson was they were doing their thing. They had some hellified breedings they did. Now I'm telling you. Now I had some that I was doing too, but at the same time, the major breedings was Anthony and Joe Jackson. Now they were putting them together. But now when Manny got about 7 years old, it was time for him to go somewhere and sit down somewhere. And Anthony had then got to a point that, hey man, uh, he got to go to somebody gonna take care of this dog. Now Anthony had a lot of other friends that he could have gave that dog to,
I
and
tried to buy the motherfucker. Don't tell me.
and Anthony ain't worried about no money. See Anthony worked right across the bridge from where I live at. So Anthony would come to my house at lunchtime. He would come kick it with me on the weekend. He would come and get a haircut at at my barbershop. So it was real like that. Me and Ant was tight. So Ant said, Fred, come get the dog. And I said, you don't give me the paperwork? He said, I'm gonna give you the paperwork. No, come get the dog. I said, man, you're lying, man. If I come get the dog, you gonna be back up here the next week. He said, nah, I'm done. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he was out.
he was for real this time. He was
Yeah,
for
he was
real.
for real.
So
He was for real.
I got him when he was about 8, and he died right before he turned 12. Sure did. But
I came around. I wasn't in the rough. For people ask me, I ain't come in the picture till he's about 2.5 years old. Well, I caught something off the second or third breeding, whatever it was, because y'all just started him up.
well, the first breeding that he did was with that dog named Showgirl. That was Toby's sister, and
Yeah,
that was
that's Cookie's great grandmother.
and
No,
I
yeah, Cookie's grandmother. Cookie's
yeah,
grandmother.
and I had got the dog named Bodacious, and then I bred Bodacious right back to Manny to get Cookie, and that's when I
Yeah,
met
that's
Tom.
how.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
third
But
breed. Yeah, second. Yeah,
yeah, but a
second,
lot of
third.
these dogs, like with Manny, one thing about Manny blood, bro, a lot of people just didn't get. You can tighten up on Manny blood, where in a lot of other boys, dogs, you couldn't tighten up on that blood like that.
Oh yeah, it was horrible car accidents. Horrible car.
Now, 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 now we try to tighten up on that bad Frank stuff like that, and you don't want it. You don't want to do that.
That's Boston.
You
That's
don't
Boston
want
George
it. You
daddy.
don't want it.
That's Boston George
But
daddy for people
but
who don't know.
I'm gonna tell you one thing: the toughest breeding I ever seen off of Bad Frank was with the Midnight Cowboy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, you stick that Midnight Cowboy in there, oh baby.
Frank got a lot of Eli in him. When you look at his pedigree, it's in there.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't in your face, but it's in there. I can
The
see the
be-
correlation.
I believe the best breeding I did, I did a breeding with uh, Bam Bam to a dog named Hot Spot. So both of these dogs was off of Manny, and I did like a half brother and sister breeding, like I did to get Lady in Rage. I took Bam Bam to Sweet Pea,
Sweet pea.
so that was a half brother and sister breed, and that's how Ronald would do a lot of times. He'd hit that half brother and sister thing, and it's just like it's money. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah,
go it's gonna work.
it's money.
It's gonna work every time. I mean, it's like, hey,
It's
I,
crazy you
I
talking
mean,
about it because I just did it, and oh boy, do I see it? Do I see it?
man, ooh
I'm
wee.
saying, hey, listen, do y'all see it?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I enjoy breeding dogs. Like I told Thompson, I stays in my lane. I ain't trying to say that I know how to shape dogs the best, but I know a little bit. I ain't saying I'm the.
Hey,
I
hey,
ain't
hey,
saying
hey,
I'm
Mr. Fred.
hey, go ahead,
Hey,
Ken.
hey,
Go ahead,
listen.
do it.
No, no, I want you to finish it for me too, because I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying in my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, got to do it, baby. Got to do
Yeah,
it.
that's what this. That's how you gonna be surviving this thing and staying in your damn lane.
Hey, because
Most of the car wrecks is when people start switching lanes.
well, it's
Stick
not.
stick with what you good at.
It ain't only that, Thompson. Patience is a virtue, brother.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
Lord.
that thing you're given from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? If you as an impatient person and you trying to rush this and rush that, trying to make moves on this, hey, some of them moves gonna on a fold on you. You know what I'm saying? But if you take your time, man, take deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? Pull back for a little while, cross the leg, and look at the yard and say, man, I need to move this dog over here, move this dog over there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I
Yeah,
can
that's
let
real.
that one. I can let that one go right there. But I'm gonna keep them two right there. Just like with
Mm-mm.
me. Just like with me. Okay. When I had this surgery, right?
Yeah.
I love my wife. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. That's my baby. Now she been changing my wound where they cut me open at, and she been changing it 3 times a day. I mean, faithful. And she was sitting right there when they open me up because it was a little bit of pus coming out of the thing, and they had to open it up just like with a wound on a dog. If
Pretty
you
much like an
swell it,
abscess.
yeah, you gotta split it open. You know what I'm saying? To let it drain. You know what I'm saying? So they did that with my wife sitting right there, and the doctor just took the scalpel, whoop, made me stand, and my toes curled up. Ow!
Ah.
Hey,
Oh.
let me tell you, had to take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths. But I'm telling you, she said, you know you gotta get rid of some of these dogs. So I said, baby, I'm serious. I'm gonna do it. So, I'm down to 15. I was at 26, 27, down to 15. But
Man, get them down, man.
I gotta get them down. And I gotta live. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be around no poopy and stuff like that right now. I got other people coming to the yard helping me with that. But I gotta look at until around December. I might be closer to where I can start going back out there doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I know
until
it's
then,
hard. I know it's hard to keep you off that yard, though.
man, because it's my responsibility, man.
I know.
It ain't
Hey,
somebody
listen,
else's.
it's one thing for sure though. Ain't nobody gonna do it like you do it.
Man,
That'd be the part that make you sick when you can't do your thing. Because when I was laid up with COVID, I was out there thugging, but I had to get the help. And you know what I mean? You just be so used to hitting that shit by doing. You got your routine and how you walk, and when other people, you kind of like, that's got to be a rough thing, man. And I salute you, Fred, man, because like I said, and before I keep going on, I saw a peak out at 127 people up in this thing. Y'all better hit that like button. I should have 127 likes when this is over. I can't see it now. I'm on the stream thing, but yeah, bang the like button if you're in here. Shout out to SBO Kennel'S, Vikings, Royal Family, Jay Brown, Jay Thompson. Which male in your yard is the oldest? Damn, which one is the oldest? Um, I kind of want to say
Pro-
mailman, right?
Probably Cookie.
mine's a
He said
Negro.
male. Yeah, he
Oh,
said
he
Mine,
asked
male. I
about
think
he
it's
asked about female too.
yeah. Cookie's 10. I know Cookie's 10. Proud Mary's 9. Mailman's like 7, 8, 7 to 8 now, something like that, 7 or
hmm
8. And
hmm
like I said, yeah. and Ghostman's right behind him, like
Yeah,
at 7. I got a bunch of old dogs, man. I got a bunch of old dogs.
Mailman a little older than that.
He may be about 9. I gotta look. I don't be looking at the papers unless I
No,
do a breeding and
I'm
shit.
only thinking like that because I know Onyx is going on like 7 in October or something like that, and I know Mailman is a little older than Onyx.
Yeah, yeah. I got a bunch of older dogs, man. Flash is like 7, 6. Because you had Flash Belly Mate brother. You had Dealer and
And his sister.
and the sister. Yeah, them dogs is old. Yeah. I told y'all I got a senior citizen section going over here, man. This shit getting real, man. I got some old ones, man.
My
But you know
oldest,
they earned the right to be there. New Family Kennels in the building. Gilroy Kennels in the building. I appreciate y'all swinging through. Man. You got the docile thing.
my oldest ones would be Pitchfork and Negan. They
Yeah,
about
you had
9.
Pitchfork for a while, man.
Yeah, they
God, that
about
dog got to be what?
9, about 9.
Yeah, I was about to say that dog got to be about 9, 10 years old, man. That
Not
was the one
10.
you got from Ronald, right?
She about 8 or 9.
Yeah, you got her from Ronald,
Yeah, she about 8 or 9.
man. And she's still out here ticking,
Yeah,
man. Shit,
she just had a litter. I just took her off a litter.
man.
And they
While we talking,
feisty.
when that's going on, man. I'm glad you brought that up because I had a question, an email too about breeding older dogs and stuff and how that rock. And you know, I've bred older dogs. Like
Hey,
I got dogs off of Cookie and Mary recently, not too long ago, about a year ago.
I
mean, 2 years ago.
I was just thinking about what I saw. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
Okay,
Now
shoot.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw, and then you can say whatever you want to say after this. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Pitchfork, right? Now
Yeah.
Pitchfork come off of a dog named Johnny Boy, a guy named Speed Bread. He had a Johnny Boy, and he brought Johnny Boy over to the house to Ronald's house to breed to uh, High Stepper. Now High Stepper, uh,
I remember that hot stepper dog.
yeah, the High Stepper dog. Now, if you look at the way she bred, she come off of 2 sisters. You had G.I. Jane and you had Armed and Dangerous. Okay, now Armed and Dangerous, uh, uh, both of those dogs come off of High Class Red Johnny, which was off of Handicap. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something else. Armed and Dangerous also produced Red Rum, which also produced Abdullah, because
Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah and Red Rum are belly mate brothers. A lot of people don't know that. Abdullah and Red Rum are belly mate brothers. Now, I was the only one that ever bred to Abdullah. You feel me? To Lady Gaga.
Yep.
And then
I looked at that pedigree the other day.
Daughter off of Lady Gaga and Abdullah and bred it back to Manny. And that's where I got Bam Bam. Now, I look at it like this. You got Red Rum, which comes off of Armed and Dangerous, right? Now, she was bred at 12 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, she was about 12 years old. I seen her when she was 11 and 12 years old. And I know Ronald bred the dog. You feel me? To get those dogs. To get
so
Red
that kind of that answers like I've been asked it several times.
If you take good care of
I know
dog,
I done bred 8, 9 year old dogs. I already know. I get asked about it, so it's like people be like, I always say it's based on the individual dog. It's based on the individual. Some of them may not have pups. Some of them may not. They may not live. You may lose the bit. And some of them pop them out like it ain't nothing happened and keep going on like it been going on.
I put it like this: Pitchfork ain't never lost a pup. Never.
Wow. And as
Not on
wild
her.
as that bitch
Not,
act,
hey,
just
not
like that
on
lady a rage dog, as wild as
not
that
on her
dog
watch.
act, you
Not
never think they would
not
take care
on
of
her
puppies.
watch. She ain't never dropped one. Not on her watch. Everything to live. And
Mm-mm.
she just had 8 of them. You feel me? And they
Uh,
all of them in there doing their thing right now. But what
Did
I'm
it
saying,
transition? Did it transition from Gaga to Fork, or you still using the combination of them two, or did it kind of like the torch was passed? You started with Gaga and Treasure because you have Pitchfork for a long time, man. You did
but
some breeding with that
I
dog.
got this other dog from a guy named Heavy Count named Red Queen. Now Red Queen brought a different feel to the yard. I'm gonna tell you why. Now Red Queen, she ain't had no teeth, bro, and she would tear up something. You know what I'm saying? But she was
Yeah.
one of the best mother dogs you ever want to see, just like Pitchfork was. Now, but the thing is with Red Queen, she had a different type of line in her. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get more muscle intensity. I mean, it's just a. I put it like this: between Red Queen and Pitchfork, the caliber of dogs they are is is crazy.
Mm,
Now
mm,
the thing is, Lady Gaga and them, they bring really T-Lo. T-Lo bought me a dog named Loki. Loki is all you want as far as a male dog. He touch all those bases. You know what I mean? Now Loki, I'm using him right now as we speak. He ain't going nowhere. He got to die over here. Now,
oh shit.
yeah, yeah, he like that. He like that. But hey, he like that. He just had 2 litters today from it. Hey, like you said, well, the pedigree, I ain't built no pedigree because it's all in my mind.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
all in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't throw up nothing in years, dog. I ain't putting nothing up. Y'all ain't got
Hey,
the if y'all ain't
I
catch
could
it
build
10,
one.
11 years ago.
I could build it, but the thing
I
is,
know you good. You know me. I don't mess with it. I don't mess with it though, boy. I got the scrolls in the crib and it be in my head, man. I know all the shit. So it'd be like,
hey,
you know, I mean,
but
yeah.
you
I tell
know,
people if they buy one, you can put the pedigree together, knock
but the
yourself out,
thing,
man.
what
But I
I'm
gave you
trying
the
to tell you,
ADBA paperwork.
I'm trying to see myself.
You tried to get you
I'm
tried
trying to,
to
I'm trying to see myself. Hey, I'm curious myself. It's
man,
like that. I mean, anytime you remember me and you was talking about, you was about to get out of the dogs one time, and I said, Thompson, calm down, just sit down for a minute, man, and you calm down a little bit. And I said, look, you just upset right now because you lost a few dogs and this and that and other, and you was ready to throw the whole towel in. And I said, look, man, just calm down a little bit. You gonna come back, and then you started calming down, and you start looking a different type of way when you calm down that time. And the thing is, I told you when I stop having desire to do this thing, I'm getting out. I told you that. And I
yeah.
said, you ain't lost that yet. You ain't got to that point yet that you're gonna say, well, I'm getting out because I ain't even got the drive for this no more. So I would have been lying to myself. So
Mm,
when I got this red queen dog, I seen something in her that yeah, I see in Pitchfork, all both of them, but in Red Queen, it's stronger, more powerful. Put it like that.
mm.
Did that make any sense?
The cap. Yeah, it makes total sense, man. You going heavy with the cap. I see. I see. Yeah.
Both of them are going
Yeah.
to have a little bit, but the thing is, I believe the Red Queen, in the way that I got it bred back, that somebody brought it back to me, it got that Jeep Rascal in there, and it just does a little bit more, because Manny even got Jeep Rascal stuff in it. So when I bred
Mm,
Manny to Red Queen, all it did is it enhanced everything,
mm.
everything.
They don't look in them pads. They don't see a lot of stuff in there, man. But mostly with Ronald, it's a blend, and that's what we got. We kind of leaning
Ronald
into
did
that
a lot
next.
of breedings with Mountain Man. A lot of 'em.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was a blend. He was using what was good. I think we get into this lane now where everybody's the pure thing, and I keep trying to stress, man, this stuff is a blend. Now in 2024, a lot of this stuff, you got your bloodline breeders, some people who have some exclusive things that may be pure, but most of it now is going to be a blend because you just can't always breed it pure. And you have to have outs in there. You have to have dogs that's going to up the level of what you got going on. It's like
Man,
stealing traits. That's
man,
all I'm doing.
man.
Stealing traits. It used to
I
bother me
remember
like I
when
wanted
we
it tight, but
The
I remember
I,
when
gotta
me and
find the
you
middle
was
ground.
younger in the two the dogs, you used to say, "Man, I need more bone. I need more bone, Fred. I need more bone. I need more hide on my dog." And you
Yep.
was looking for that. Then when you got that Sorrel, what
Oh
this
yeah.
it bought
Sorrel's
that
dog.
it bought that to the party, and then
Oh yeah.
you was happy as a pig and slop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't
So
tell me
that's what
nothing,
I'm
man.
trying to tell you.
I'm
Hey,
still doing that shit now.
man, I,
I just bred that cross this morning, dog. I ain't even lying to you. I was breeding them dogs this morning, man. That stuff is a staple in the program now. It can't go
man.
nowhere.
That Bolio stuff that we bred to out of Pretty Boy. As soon as I bred into that stuff, the bone, the hide, everything changed
One move.
immediately.
One move.
Immediately.
One move. Yeah, it ain't always
Hey,
got to be for y'all young brothers. It ain't always got to
ain't gonna
be
be no two
five,
breeds,
6. Yeah, you can get that shit on the first go around if you play your cards right, man.
because you don't want to start losing a lot of other traits.
Maintaining the traits. Yeah, we was cooking up on that too, man. Trying to steal these traits and put because I'm in 3/4 land right now. I'm
I,
in three
I just
quarter and everything down.
I just I want to say something on the line and breeding and that little situation real quick because I just feel like you know everybody chasing shit back there. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a new wave, it's new rap, man. Listen, as long as you got a formula to what you doing and you ain't just hopscotching around and whatever it is that you got going makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the route you need to be going. I feel like because man, I did some couple breedings that I feel like I could have went a different route or I should be doing this or that. You know what I'm saying? But you focused on staying in on the line to where you create your own shit. You got to. You got to.
It changes. Yeah, like my dogs ain't the same as Fred dogs. Like your dogs come from my yard, but they not the same as my dogs no
No,
No,
more.
not
sir.
at all.
Once
No,
you
sir.
start selecting, soon as you start selecting certain, before you even add the outcross, just the individuals that you are picking,
Yeah.
the shit's gonna change. Cause Fred eyes ain't my eyes, and your eyes ain't mine. So you're gonna pick a different style of dog. Fred's gonna pick a different style of dog. I'm gonna pick a different style of dog. And now we talking breeding for real now. Generations go by, these dogs change off of the individuals we pick. And now you talk about we adding outs now. Fred used different outs than I use. Kendrick is using different stuff than I use. So now the dogs have changed. Generations have went by. These animals have changed. Now, are they similar in certain aspects? Like if you have a litter, we may have some dogs that resemble each other, but they're different. And this is what happens as dogs get distributed out. People do their breedings because we were talking about the outreach of this Boyle stuff and the Manny stuff and what it was. Like I appreciate you, Fred, for coming on here talking about how much you was in the mix of this whole thing early on. I didn't meet Manny till he was about 2.5 years old. So it was 2.5 going on 3 is when I came in the picture with Manny. I've been had crush from you, but that was my first aspect of messing with that dog and seeing what he was producing. And it was a perfect place to be in because I could see the puppies, the parents, and what was going on. And I know good dogs when I see them. So I said, yeah, I'm getting involved in this. So it's an amazing thing, man, and how these dogs change. And for you young brothers chasing this stuff, don't take for don't make a mistake of when we say make the soldiers march from the back to the front. as you always going to have to. The dogs are going to evolve in your hands, for the good or bad. It's going to evolve. It's not going to just stay the same unless you're just one of those solid bloodline breeders and you're duplicating every move that somebody else just did, and you're trying to keep it to that standard. But the eyes never lie, and from the dogs you picking is going to really show how your program goes. I didn't have to do a whole bunch of breedings. I didn't have to do a whole bunch of anything. I kept a lot of dogs because I wanted to see personally with my eyes what was going on. And I love those little 2-3 pup litters because that was right up my alley because I ain't have to sell nothing. I'll probably give one to Kendrick and I keep the other two and we just keep it moving. You know what I mean? They're in-house. I get to see what it is and everybody gets to see what it is. And this is how this dog game evolves for the young brothers who are getting into this, because you're not going to snatch dogs from 50, 60 years ago and recreate them like that right now. You may get some throwbacks, that keyword we say throwbacks, but most of what you're getting is what the hell you're doing right now in front of you. And we're talking parents and grandparents. That's about as far as I really look back most of the time. Because if I'm happy with the parents and the grandparents, I should be happy with the offspring. So it's one of those type of things you brothers got to take into consideration. We got, what else? We got Mike J in the building, Zulu. Yeah, that Zulu, the Lady of Rage, is going down probably Monday. Borderline. I'm just shouting some people out that I might miss. Brock Middleton, my dogs live in the country. When they fired up at a rabbit, squirrel, raccoon, etc., they get to go be dogs. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like this would when we talk about the environmental situation thing, we're not talking about gameness. And I don't want people to think like this is a correlation to gameness where they're living. We're just talking about overall temperament. Those wilder type of dogs and that feel that you like. If you enjoy that, because I enjoy that. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not looking for uncontrollable, but I like that aspect of this breed, that wildness, that it's a dog, but it gives you a feeling like it's more than a dog just because of the energy they putting off. You get what I'm saying? And that's why you would only love the American Pit Bull Terrier, because this is not a docile breed. It's not an easy breed. It's not. I know we have individuals in this family tree that we call the American Pit Bull Terrier. Some of them are extraordinarily smart. Some of them can do things that a lot of them can't do. But we got to go with the minority, not the other side of it. And the minority is these are a lot of dogs. These are hard to handle dogs. They're not easy to take care of. They're not easy. They're not just laying around and they're jumping. They're just very, very active dogs. So that's kind of where we at with the environment thing and where we were talking about it. So I don't want nobody to get misconstrued like it was saying, like if you got a pit bull that live in the house, it can't be game or good. That's not the topic of the discussion. Don't change the narrative. You gotta hold your hand. You gotta hold people's hand in this community. This community is a weird group of people because people will just make shit into something else and take it for what it is in context. Even when you listening to me, you listening to Brother Fred, you listening to Kendrick, whoever you watch and learn from, make sure you're taking the knowledge in context. And that's what happens with a lot of y'all young brothers. Y'all not taking this shit into context and y'all are making it something else that it ain't. Context, people. Context. But hey, Fred, you got a hell of a story, man. I know whenever you write your book, this shit gonna be a #1 seller, man.
Hey, you know me and you go at it for hours and stuff, but it's just like an open mic night. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, I feel open mic night. Hey, I want to get this cook up in here. Hold on, we got another guest. Welcome down, Ram. Add to the stage. Here we go. Welcome down in the building. What's going on, man?
What's cracking, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, we have a little late night pit bull talk, man. This ain't the raw, uncut joint like y'all got, but we doing a little husbandry, a little breeding talk, a little this, a little that. We had the Flame PB police-based kennels early in the joint. I know Mr. Fred. I don't like to bring that stuff on with Fred, but Fred, you know how my temperament is. I flame people when I get upset, so I had to flame a couple people. But
yeah.
With that being said, I'm glad you up here because this is something that I really wanted Buck to get on here. Hold on, let me see what the hell this is.
I'll send him the link. You want me to?
Yeah, bang a link if you got them. But I wanted to ask a question, and I think it was a good question because I was talking to Buck one time about this, and then somebody asked me about it. And I'm not the Mayday guy. It's just not my cup of tea. Like I always tell people, I never slander great dogs. I believe that's a great dog, and great lines were created off of that dog. But me and Buck touched on it, and I had got an email about it too, about the Mayday stuff. And I wanted to be honest, and I wanted your input on that as well, Ram. Just the way the email was set up was like, does it in the context of what me and Buck was talking about? We got the white brothers that have those dogs. There really don't seem to be no issues. We see the Latinos with those family trees of dogs, and it don't seem no issues. But I'm starting to see a trend where the brothers get those dogs, and if they have any type of success with it, it seems like something happens to them, like they snake bitten, or along those lines. And as just me sitting on the porch looking at that whole thing transpire, I'm kind of leaning towards it. It seems like you got like a target on your back when you fucking with that kind of stuff. I mean, what's your input on it? Because I know you fuck with it and you've been around the block a while. Do you feel that way, or is it just
Well,
what is it?
we just using Mayday now, but Mayday ain't the first time that happened, you know? Mayday is just what's popping right now and it's happening. But best believe that shit has been going on, bro. And it's gonna
Mm,
continue to go on. And that's the fucked up part of it.
mm,
But yeah,
mm,
that ain't the first time, bro. And damn sure won't be the last, man. Motherfuckers just gotta persevere through all the bullshit, man. That's all. But yeah, that shit
mm,
happened with all the shit that's been popping. All the lines we talk about from the past up until fucking present times. It's always been like that. It's just now we getting able to see it get exposed more with social media and all that shit, and everybody is a journalist and shit now. You feel me? So now
mm,
it's able to just be pulled to the forefront. But yeah, that type of hate, it's always been there, bro. That's all. You know, we
mm.
ain't supposed to
Buck.
have shit. We ain't supposed to be shit.
What's going on? Fuck these hoes.
Oh
Fuck
God,
these
I
hoes.
got a
What
church.
up? What
Hey
up,
Fred,
fellas?
I got a church going man on the
What up,
scene.
fellas? It ain't Sunday. Hey, it ain't Sunday. Hey. Hey, salute to
Yeah,
the
Buck City in
community.
the house, man. I'm glad you was able to swing through. Man, that question's really for you, man.
Hey,
I
I
got an
popped in at the
email.
right time. As soon as I popped in, I heard they talking about that. I was like, oh shit. Here we go.
Yeah, I want some. We got young brothers out here, man. We need some clarification. And like I said, me and you had personal conversations where we talked about that bloodline of dogs, and I kind of keyed it into a live that you was having, and you was talking about how you got into this game and you thought you was going to be, ingratiated with some of the people that you didn't look up to, but people that you kind of saw that was on a certain level and how you was treated. And I just didn't know if there's a correlation between that and the bloodline of dogs. And is it the Mayday dogs? Are they gunning for y'all? It's just when we get some success with these dogs, we just constantly get harassed and raided. So I really want your input on that thing.
Well, I mean, we talking about from brothers' perspective, just on a major level. As far because it always boils down to puppy sales. I'm telling you, there ain't not one argument on here that ain't about no puppy sales, bro. Trust me. So
Mm,
if you got to break that all down, to the simplest form, that made it. Well, let's go back to the brothers. We ain't never really had a stronghold on the puppy sales. We never did. They're not too many that we could just be like, okay, that motherfucker, yeah, he's up there. He's, top 5, or what I'm saying? It's just not a lot of us. So that's automatically going to be a target on your back right there. And then we can argue. Like I said, I'm here for the argument, but the Mayday line has always been, I'll just say over the last 25, 30 years, the most expensive bloodline. It is.
mm.
Their dogs go for way more, bro. Period. Now, yeah, you could
Yeah, I'm
go
not a
get them.
Mayday guy, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But
now
I'm
you can
glad.
go
Yeah,
get them.
share this information.
Well, I mean, you want to put a little bit of context on it. I remember my partner, because Tom Garner, I mean, he's just like LeBron or Beyonce, or like you always going to mention them when it comes to the greatest. So that's actually, you should be happy when somebody mentions you like that, not think it's hate. But I remember his dogs were going for, even $600, back in 04. You know what I'm saying? 03, 02, 06, no more than 800. You know what I'm saying? And I think they went up to 9 or something like that. Like it seemed like every year they were going up like another $100 or something. Mayday dogs were even in 98, fucking 97. You know, them dogs were gone before they hit the flow, $2,500, $3,000 at that same time. So you gotta look at that. That's not even like a 20% off and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a huge gap. We're talking about dogs, the most successful guy selling per unit is had their shit at $600-$800. At the same time, these dogs were going for $2,500, $3,000. You know what I'm saying? That's why Chico pops up 7,000, 5,000, 3,500. That's how he can get that, because Mayday dogs have been able to hold their value longer than other dogs. You know, you buy it, take it off the lot, it depreciates in value. It's a lot different for those dogs. And you could say it's phenotype, you could say success, you could say a whole lot of factors that go into that. But oh, these guys got the fire detector going on. These guys
Oh man. You in there burning chalupas and shit. What you doing?
Yeah, but I mean, and I don't know if that's the sole reason, but that's what I see. It doesn't boil down to nothing else. Nobody cares about anything else. You know, they're just worried about this particular line. And some of the haters that pop out with the hating, it's not just some random dude that doesn't know about this history. It's somebody that's probably been eating thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for decades. You feel me? The guys that are hating and the guys that we ain't got to name them, but that be kind of disgruntled and mad about the situation or whatever it is, they usually guys that have had a lot of that. So when they see another guy pop up with some shit and they turning heads and stuff, you know, I sat there and heard a conversation like a month ago, and a guy was trying to buy a dog, or you know, was interested in buying a dog. He had just bought a really nice Mayday dog, and he had contacted the breeder, the original breeder of the dog, just to kind of, you know, see what's up, maybe grab something, you know, to go with him or whatever. And that guy, I'm on the other line just listening to the conversation, dog, and like he was slandering me. He was, you know, he said Michael Myers, he said that dog isn't bred like that. He's not even a Mayday dog. He said, you know, just a whole bunch of just like, damn. Okay, so that's what I'm not doing. I'm not getting on the phone hating on motherfuckers. I think that's like a seller's tactic or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dude, there ain't no, it's cut though, bro. Like, you get on that phone, you talking to another dog, man. Yeah, man. You throw that other guy under the bus if he says he's about to go buy something from him, to where he almost stopped communicating with him. Like, well, yeah, if you got this dog, I bred this dog, and I have the dogs that's gonna go well with him. And if you breed him to any of that other trash, just don't call me no more. And you know, like it got to that level, dog. Like, you know, that's over the top. And this ain't even 2 months ago. You know, and I was just sitting there, and I'm just like, damn. And this is a guy that I kicked it with, flew in, all kind of shit, went done, did shit with, just, I mean, you know, and
Damn.
I'm thinking like, okay, so it was a group of people that was all kind of had these dogs and was, you know, preserving these dogs, and, you know, my partners, and, you know, we all know who we are right away. And then, so you'll think like, okay, so we on this side now. And then, like you said, the embrace, you know, I thought I would get embraced just because of my pedigree and the people that I came in with and my stats. It wasn't like that, bro. It's hating, bro. You try to sell a dog. That's why dudes always say, don't sell this, don't sell that, don't sell this. Oh, keep them all. Don't, you know, don't sell them. I don't sell puppies. I don't, you know, it's like a thing. It's like a thing. Like, I don't know,
Yeah,
bro. It's
bro.
weird, but it's really
When you hit social media, I saw a different disdain and hate. Like I keep it 100. I affiliated with 70. I affiliated with Ram. All y'all brothers, man. When you came through and we started doing that thing, I was receiving emails about you, dog, and I was just
right,
thinking to myself, like, do y'all not understand that I'm a black man?
right.
Why would I hate on this man trying to do what y'all doing? And that shit is creepy, man. That's and I want this information to go out because I don't want. This is for the young brothers. I don't want Jaquan. Don't think you're gonna get them dogs, man, and become successful, and them motherfuckers ain't gunning for you, dog. It like that. Even that makes it even more dangerous to me. Like I said, it was always a lot of shit with them dogs ever since I started messing with dogs, and I was seeing people get a lot of brothers. The main key people, they never got touched, but the brothers, y'all would just get wiped off the face of the earth. The minute you get a good dog start doing something, it's just awful. It's done for us. So the fact that this is a money thing, because Buck just said it, you're playing with people's money. You get some good dogs, you put them out here. They're looking at you like I said this before on one of these old lives. Don't think you could walk around and think you're not competition, but they're looking at you like you're competition. And they'll say and do anything to discredit what you got going on. They'll even go to the extent of trying to implicate you in illegal activity so the police could get you off. That's how bad it is
Oh
that
yeah,
I'm taking from what you selling me, because that's crazy, dog.
oh yeah.
That to me, that whole thing is crazy.
Well, no, when we had our little thing, and remember back then, bro, I was getting mail to my house from Peter, like stacks. Like I could have a box and save all that damn mail, and it'll add up to a whole box. Like every day I go to the mailbox, there's 2 items, item, from Peter, like this and that sign. They basically signed me up for the newsletters and what I'm saying, everything. So, and this is nothing that I never experienced before. What I'm saying, all the emails and all of this. When you got that phenotype, you got them dogs, that because there ain't that many people, like 10 people that you could be like reputable guys that really, really had that strain. It's not watered down, So if you get in there, you just got to understand that there's some dudes in there that they was eating a lot of money. And now, the fast money done slowed up a little bit, because it's empowering a lot of people on what's happening in today. Because I always like talk about economics. What's happening
Cook
is
up. We here to learn.
the dogs are being traded so much via, social media or whatever, however they're getting around. It's becoming to the point where they have every bloodline in every state now. It wasn't like that back then. Like I said, I can go way
That's
back, and I was
100% correct.
talking
They
to guys
crash
making
in the
websites
market.
and shit way back, So
The
but
market
now,
has been totally rearranged.
right?
Yeah, they just
Mm.
did the Nakamoosa to the dog market. Just
Nah,
came
for
through
sure.
and flooded it
So
with
yeah, no,
everything.
they in
Like
every state
Tell the
now.
Nakamoosa
truth,
did
Like
it.
there's
man.
Mayday dogs in New York, there's Mayday dogs and everywhere. There's Frisco dogs everywhere. They
Come on now.
everywhere, and people are setting up shop. So that's taking a lot of money out of some of these guys' mouth. Like I heard numbers like 60K a month. Like that. And that ring a bell. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers out here eating like that. Like we're not talking about no couple $1,000s and shit. You got a motherfucker that been eating 30 to 60K a month for fucking 15, 20 years, and then you try to pop your ass
Hey,
up
hey, Buck.
with this new
Buck,
structure.
this Pitbull City. I got something on my head. That's just like back in the 90s. And, I'm walking around the house. I'm probably about 21, 22. And they finna start selling water. I said, who going to buy some water, man? That's some bull crap, man. Nobody ain't going to be buying no water.
Mm-mm-mm.
Come
Right.
Now,
on.
bottled water is
Come
the
on,
biggest
Buck.
damn thing, boy.
Come on, Buck.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
That
All
day
right.
changed. That day changed, didn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Fast.
So what are we looking at with these dogs, bro? If you got a passion for what you do, you got a passion.
Right.
I believe all of us on this live tonight got a passion for what we do. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. At the end of the day, you may have guys that making more money and all this and that, but I'll put it like this. I feel like what I do, nobody ain't got nothing no better.
Right.
And I know you feel like that, Buck. I know you feel like that. Walk them down. So hey, I know Thompson feel like that.
You know I do.
I don't know, man. Water is water, bro. I'm keeping my water like I like it. You
Man,
know,
this
you
this
you
this
look at
dog game
50.
dangerous.
Hey, look at 50 Cent. He made that vitamin water and sold it. So
Right.
you know,
It's like we can't get to the finish line, man. It seems, and I hate
it's
it not to
possible.
be.
It's
I
possible.
hate. We gonna
It's
get there.
possible.
Oh,
It's
best believe
possible.
we always get there. We go through
It's
the trials and
possible now.
tribulations.
It's
You done
possible.
been cut up. You done been cut up, chopped up, man, looking like a Michael Jackson jacket and shit. Zippers, man. You done persevered through the shit. I just want us to persevere, but I'm trying to bring some type of awareness to this shit
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I've experienced it. Fred, me and you was
Oh yeah.
talking just
I know
last
I
night about
experienced it.
you.
I know
What I
exactly
saw
what
take
Buck
place
talking
with
about, boy.
you sold me some dogs and told me on your yard they not gonna like you, Thompson. And I said, what?
I
And you
told
was
you
like,
that
man,
from the beginning. I told you that from the
mm-mm-mm.
beginning. I mean, it's like this. I was getting hated by guys that telling me that I need to go and do XYZ with my dogs. If I don't do that with my dogs, that I'm not really a dog, man. I'm just a puppy peddler. I said, okay, I'm gonna do what I like doing. I ain't.
Right.
Hey, you not gonna peer pressure me into doing nothing that I don't want to do. You know,
That's
I had came out of the world doing what I was doing and I almost died out there. Man, I ain't trying to go back to doing nothing. You ain't no peer pressure me to do nothing.
mm-mm.
You feel me? So that's where I was at with these dogs. I'm doing something I like doing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's where I'm at today. That's where I'm at today. So whatever I do, I'm feeding dogs I want to feed. Nobody else out there scooping no poop, giving them dogs no water, going to buy hundreds of dollars of food for them a week, but me. You feel me?
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you talking to me right now
Fred
about
coming
my
with the
dog.
he pulling them out. This about as spicy as you gonna catch Fred. I mean,
I mean,
Peacemaker. Yeah,
real talk.
it's the
You
truth.
you can't tell me how to breed them. You can't tell me what to do next. Just like me and you was on the phone earlier today, Thomas. And I was telling you about my old family red dogs and stuff. And I told you I get rid of my boys dogs before I get rid of my old family red dogs. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
that's facts. Now I bred my boys dogs to my old family red, and they had a litter today, and them black and tans came out of that old family red. I had to send that to Thompson. You know why? Because Thompson been talking that trash to me about my old family, and I got the black and tan come through that joint. Now watch me raise them up, and hey, don't worry about what the
you a
pedigree look like. Don't worry about
you a
the ped.
spiteful
Don't worry about no
you a spiteful
pedigree.
old man.
Don't worry
You a
about no
spiteful old man, Fred.
don't worry about no pedigree. No, hey, you watch the bone on this thing. You watch the attitude. You watch what it gonna bring to the table, baby. That's all I'm telling you. I
You
know what I'm
spiteful
doing
old
over
man.
here.
I knew you was gonna get that punch in sometime during this damn
Hey, I got
conversation,
the
Fred.
cream coming that way, baby. Just like Buck City said, is there a few people that have a certain things and look, either you gonna stand on your square or you gonna fall off. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
nah.
Man,
And see, like with Buck, he know what it is on that side of the Mayday stuff. They'd never be able to take that from him. Never. Never. If they
mm-hmm.
think they tore him down, then hey, he can build right back up at any time because he know what to do. Just like with me. I know what to do. Nobody can take that from me.
Man.
That's real spell, man.
What they say is
Man,
deeper than dogs.
It's deep.
it really is. It
It's
really
deep.
is. There's layers to this. And like I said, we do the lives to just try to inform the brothers, man. You know, when I say certain things, people take it as if like when I say everybody ain't your friend out here. Don't be too friendly. Watch what you're doing. Cross your T's, dot your I's. Watch who's coming to your pad, the circles you running with, because you don't know they lining you up until you get lined up. And it seems to be like this fairy tale story because I hear community, fraternity, I hear all of this stuff, but this ain't the type of actions that be taking place out here in the street. It sounds good on the internet, but when you out here in the street, it don't feel like no fucking fraternity or no community, dog. It really don't. And the way brothers get treated and the way this stuff is playing out, you'd be a fool to think it was that. Just keeping it 100 with you. You'd be a fool to think it was a fraternity in the community. In 2024 right now, you're a fucking fool. I hate to be that brunt with you, but you just is. It just is. I tried to say it nicely several times. Hey, man, this ain't a real friendly place to be. And y'all brothers don't want to take that shit to heart when I say it. And it's not me being spiteful or mean. It's just me being honest with you. Because I seen a disdain for Buck. A hate and a disdain and the way I took it is because he had them dogs. And a lot of people was feeling it in their pockets. And it was like almost a damn plan to get him up out of there. Because now y'all niggas is threatening me behind some shit. I don't run Mayday dogs. Never had one. But just because me and him is cool, I'm getting threatened. That should let y'all know how real this is. And I know cult-like followings. I saw the Garner cult-like following. Fred know all about the Garner cult-like following. You done had one of them boys tell me, I'm glad you didn't get the breeding off. I'm glad. What type of motherfucker tell you miss on you?
Hey,
something happened with the breeding. I'm glad you ain't get it.
Thompson told me, show me where you buried the dog at. We finna go to you.
Like that. Like yeah, we about to go dig the dead dog up the seat. The seat.
Y'all
this ain't no play game. This ain't no play game. I be telling y'all brothers, this ain't no play game. And don't get this internet shit confused with real life. The internet is the internet and the street is the street. It sounds good all on the internet, but in the street it's real as a heart attack. You get into these little cult-like followings with certain individuals and they get their radar on you, like you're the reason they're not eating or they're not eating the same way, they will do whatever it takes to get your ass up out of there. So you better walk with both your head on a swivel. It's a reason I am the way I am. And I told y'all brothers for years, I've seen this shit happen, not just a Buck, several people, got into some good blood, cult-like following. You're the enemy. Get your ass up out of here. So just hope this is wise words. Y'all hearing it from some OGs. Y'all hearing it from brothers who have had the blood, been successful with the blood, and they're telling you what this stuff, how this game is truly being played. I told Kendrick the same thing Fred told me. Hey, man, they're not going to like you. Kendrick looking at me on my yard like, what the hell this nigga talking about? I'm looking at him like I'm just passing it on because it was said to me. And they don't really seem to like me that much. so with that being said, I'll just pass that shit on to you and see how it go. And they came for Kendrick ass like with the guns of the Navarone. They came for him too. This ain't no joke. It ain't no exclusions to the game. It ain't. If you got something that's even if it's particularly good, not the greatest, just good, and they think you are hurting them, their pockets, they coming for you, dog. And the only way they can come for you is to slander you, sign you up for PETA, call the police to your house, say you fighting dogs, take your YouTube videos, send them to the local animal authority people. This is what they do. I've gotten PETA emails. This shit that Buck telling y'all ain't no joke now. I done received it. I done screenshot the email and sent it to him laughing and shit. Like this is how serious that shit is. So I always strain it again and stress it again for the young brothers. Keep your head on a swivel, keep a tight circle, and like I said, move like you're the most wanted man in America. And that's messed up. But if your ass is black, you used to it, motherfucker. So it ain't nothing new. If you black, you know what it is. So you better move like you the most wanted man in America when you dealing with this stuff. You ain't got to be in the box no more. It ain't like how it used to be, where they find you with a bunch of messed up dogs, you in the box, and they got a bunch of text messages, you talking about doing this and doing that and how much money it was. They're not coming like that now, man. It's a whole different party. Anybody else need to share anything to help these young brothers to stop getting caught up and let them know that you are a target, pretty much?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's real shit. Hey, anything you need to expand anything on the Mayday economics on that topic since you got on here? Because that question was really for you, man. I know you got a lot of time on it and stuff. You know, anything else you want to share to let anybody who else know? I think you talked about the if you want to expand on the ingratiation part, looking for love and all that stuff. Just
Yeah.
keep it 100 with the brothers.
Yeah, nah, just I mean, it ain't really nothing you gotta really worry about, but you just gotta know that when you get some of that backlash and us, because we got a unique spot. We got YouTube channels. Those that's a platform, rather if it's big or small. And a lot of breeders, they're gonna want to get up under you if you got a voice. Like I done had plenty of dudes push up on me, and they try to make teams. Like if it's two YouTubers, they'll try to get with you to get on somebody else's head. Like, that happened. And I ended up falling out with dudes because I wasn't with that. Like I run my own shit. Like I don't know who people think I am in real life and shit, but like I don't do like pawn shit, like you feel me though? Like I stopped being a pawn
That's real. It's real stuff, man.
way
Because
young,
Pitbull City's Pitbull City. Kendrick Kennels is Kendrick Kennels. Thompson Kennels is Thompson Kennels. You know what I mean? We asked about that kennel partner stuff, and we talked about all of that teaming up. Like I said, for the young brothers, you got to make a conscious effort. And Fred really don't know about this because he ain't on social media. But I'm just gonna tell y'all young brothers this shit, and I hope y'all take heed to this. There's a huge difference between trying to have successful dogs and trying to have a successful social media page. Those are two different things.
right?
They'll never be intertwined. Understand that, because you can have the most successful YouTube page, but those dogs ain't shit. If you really in these dogs and you love these dogs and these dogs is your primary focus, if that's not what it is and it's the social media part of it, it's hard to make that fly. I'm just telling you honestly, not to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing.
That's
You
real.
need to really do some soul searching and figure out what is it. Because if social media turns off tomorrow, I'm going to be in my backyard with my dogs. Fred
Exactly.
done damn near lost his life. He's going to be back there with his dogs until he said, I'm tired and I'm not doing this no more. But he going to be back there with them dogs. And same thing with Kendrick.
Because you
Make
know
that
what,
decision.
Thompson, I'm on. A lot of guys don't like getting their hands dirty, bro. They
Mm,
do not like getting their hands dirty. Now,
Mhm.
mm.
right now, I can't go back there with my dogs because of the poopy. Because they're giving me drugs to lower my resistance, and they're giving me medicine that, uh,
So your body could accept the kidney.
well, the kidney it's got to, they got to lower my resistance that the kidney don't get rejected. You feel me?
Hmm.
So my body, keep my body from fighting off the kidney right now. So I'm acceptable to getting all kinds of stuff right now. So I can't go back
Yep.
there with that poopy and stuff. So if I go back there, I have to be masked down, gloved down, looking like a plastic man. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking X
So
Files outfit.
real talk, real talk, real talk. I mean, yo, I can't be catching nothing right now. Can't be getting no cold. Can't be getting no COVID. Can't be getting no nothing. But the thing, what I'm saying, jokers don't like to get their hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's some work in these dogs, man. I mean, and like my wife said, sometime I go back there and I get lost for 8 hours, bro. Real talk.
Hmm.
Especially if I know I need to do a lot and I got 25, 30 dogs, I'm gonna do what I do.
Yep.
But you know, like she said, cut that number down to about 10 for me. I'ma do it. You know what I'm saying? I got to do what I gotta do. But the
Yeah,
thing
man.
is, you know, it's a season for everything, bro. Sometimes people don't realize that season. And
Mm.
you know, you go through different seasons and you got to go through when it's time. I mean, sometimes you might want to hold on, hold on, hold on. And look, somebody gonna trank you behind. You gonna go when you don't want to go. You're gonna get up out of here. So I'm telling y'all, hey, get your hands dirty if you're in these dogs. Do what you're supposed to do. Water them dogs, deworm them dogs, keep them fleas and flies and ticks and everything else off the dog. Make them look like something. I mean,
Yeah.
it's some work.
It's a lot of work. People don't want to give that credit to it, man. It's a lot of work taking care of dogs. It's a lot of work putting generations of dogs on the ground, keeping dogs alive. It's hard, especially when people gunning for your ass. It's extremely goddamn hard. It's not an easy thing. That's why I said earlier, man. Distinguish the social media from the dogs. If you want to mess with these dogs, be about the dogs. The dogs is number one. The social media is number two. If you want to be a social media star, there's many ways to do it. And dogs, I can tell you now, dogs ain't the key to do it. There's a plenty of stuff. Ask Buck, he'll tell y'all to build the channel. This nigga got out of jail and is lapping y'all. Like, just keeping it 100. Like, there's plenty of ways to exploit social media if that's what you want to do. That's something that you're passionate about doing. Because I tell y'all that them podcasters and stuff, that is a talent to do that shit. It's a talent. And if you can get paid with that talent, get paid, my brother. Like I said, but you ain't got to use the dogs to do it because there's plenty of content and shit you could talk about and go viral. And it ain't got to be predicated on dogs, man. I mean, it's just that simple. But just free game to help brothers out because I done been on this shit for 13 years. I got 47,000 subscribers. The dogs always came first. The dogs come first before social media, views, anything. I don't give a shit. These dogs got to be right. And then when I got free time, I'll come up here and parlay with y'all, kick the shit, make a couple music videos, try to give some husbandry videos out and shit. That's about as much as you getting out of me. This shit is number two with what I got going on. Number one is these goddamn bulldogs. That's what the hell I care about.
That's right. Now I like to pride myself off of when I made my channel, it wasn't like this is something I'm trying to do to get some type of recognition or something. It was genuine. My situation cracked off. I'm sitting in the room blue, and I was checking y'all out, Thompson, Kendrick, and you know what I'm saying. I was checking y'all out, and was like, damn. I said it to myself. I was like, damn, they would have loved my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said to
Buck,
myself.
I remember when you used to be on Facebook though, man.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I've been rocking with you on Facebook for way back in the day. I'm telling you, I didn't know nothing about the YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Yeah, y'all. I forgot y'all Facebook nigga,
me
Fred.
and Thompson used to talk about you, and Thompson was trying to tell me about you, and I said, "Is it the same guy? Shaking, shake and bake, shake and wake,
Wake and bake, wake and bake, wake and bake, wake and bake,
yeah,
wake and bake." I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's the same
yeah,
dude from the Wake and Bake. Yeah, it was back in the day, Buck. It was back in the day, Buck.
I
Wake
still
and
got
bake.
some of those old recordings. I
yeah,
found them.
yeah.
Yeah, man,
See,
let me get this shit. Let me
I've been
archive
rocking
this
with
shit.
you since way back yonder, man.
Man,
Yeah,
the Wake and Bakes was classic,
I've
man.
been
But go
rocking
ahead,
with
Buck.
you
You was
too,
it.
man. I like when them little black and tans be spitting out. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Thank you, kind sir. Hey, I
I'm
got
gonna
him in the
leave it at
headlock
that.
right now.
My birthday coming up, man.
Man,
Hey,
but
I
that's
need
good.
somebody to showcase one of them things that the whole family read in, because I'm gonna convince some jokers around here.
He on a mission. He been on that old family red since I met him, man. Since I met him, he ain't never get rid of them dogs,
I'm
man.
gonna
Never,
convince
ever.
some jokers.
Man, you on a mission because boy, I got hit slick up, man. Shit, I was supposed to hit him up today. I bred them dogs and laid around the house. This is the first time I ain't had to do no side work or no shit, man. I was
Oh,
kind of
slick,
lazy
cool,
today, but
slick,
I got
cool,
hit slick
man.
up.
Slick,
Yeah,
cool,
man,
man.
slick. I get on page with slick,
Yeah.
man. Man, shit, we've been cooking up for damn 2 hours, man. Shit, and what I want to do is I want everybody any
Hey, hold
topics,
on. Did
anything
you
y'all got.
hold on, bro? Did you get Borderland Breezy super chat? He super chatted you $1.99.
I ain't got no link set up to this. I don't have no Cash App link. Tell him to recant his WhatsApp, not his WhatsApp, but whatever payment. I don't have no link up here to receive no payments, man. So nobody don't send me no money up here. I ain't got that.
You don't
Nah,
got you got a super
it'll
chat
stay in
button.
your it'll stay in your AdSense though. It'll still be there.
On the
Yeah,
YouTube?
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I don't know how that shit work. I never did the joint.
Yeah, it ain't gonna it'll stay
But
in there
how do you?
until you hook it up to a bank.
Oh, okay. Shit, I didn't know. Oh, so it
This
automatically do
nigga
the
probably
shit if
got
you
100
monetize.
bands sitting in the
Yeah, you
bank.
monetize, they collecting your money every month. You get
Oh
paid on
shit.
the 21st
I
every
didn't
month.
know it was from the super chats. I thought that was just from the regular, your regular monthly thing from your channel views. So the super chats
Like
go there.
40%, but you get your bread though.
Oh wow, shit, man! I'm glad I learned something new today. Shit, hey yo, recant that, y'all. If I got some bread to send me and shit, man, just go ahead. We take donations and shit. That shit real.
You say what y'all think about this?
Hey,
He
they
put
got
a
mad at
pedigree
me
up. He
today,
wants you
boy.
to check out a pedigree. Got some of y'all stuff in there.
Yeah, 6'2",
All right.
6'2".
Well, I'm gonna put it in the back chat. I already put it in the regular chat. So just all you got to do is just go to the private chat and click on it, Thompson, and it'll come up, and it won't kick you off.
That's when you go to the more button, right? More private chat, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's that stuff with the Old Glory Blazer. Yeah, this is Fred joint. Borderlands. I know. I gotta. No, hold on.
Yeah, I like that Borderland.
Yeah. Borderland, that's a good dude right there, man.
Heavy on the Manny blood.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm pulling it up now. It went slow. You know how it gotta take you to Pets Online and all kind of shit. Yeah, that's Afia. Afia is a belly mate sister to what you call that black orca dog I got and that blue ivy dog.
Yeah, I should put together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, build
Hey,
the
y'all there?
yard first, man. I agree. I agree, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but you
Because
wasn't lying though, Buck, when you were saying the Mayday dogs been expensive because old dog then was grandsons of fucking Mayday and Lou Kane. Fucking the motherfuckers back then and fucking like 03, 04, them bitches was still 2,500 a piece.
yeah, man. Back then, you know.
That money play a part, boy.
Red Boy used to have a nice little price tag on them. I mean, I think they kind of went down. It
Yeah,
happened.
especially that Deacon stuff. When that Deacon stuff hit the
Yeah,
scene, boy,
yeah.
price went through the roof.
The pure Red Boy dogs. I mean, you could look at paying 3 stacks back in the day for one of those. You know what I'm saying? But now, you could find them. They got them. It's a lot of them, and people, they let them go. But it is, like I said, it ain't all about the money, but it sure is every time I pull up the Tractor Supply. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, man.
maybe if they let
Motherfuckers
me
eat garbage.
slide out a couple of times, but shit, they never do. So, they're probably
You better not pull up there with empty pockets, nigga. You ain't leaving with nothing.
Nope.
Yes, you're cooking up on the economics of this thing. Understand that there's economics in this dog game, especially if you find yourself selling anything. You selling anything at all? It's an economic level to this. They cost money and they're not getting cheaper. Them days of $15 bags of dog food and shit. That shit been gone.
Right.
Quality bag is $40, dog.
Right.
Shots went up.
Let's say I get a dog from a motherfucker that is well known. He charged $500. My price of my dogs ain't gonna be that high. Like mine ain't gonna be 2 racks. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's somebody that don't know. And then I mean, it is what it is. But you can't. Your ceiling's gonna be as high as the source, or what? How else can I get that for the low? If you can't get it for the low, because a lot of them Red Boy Jocko dogs, I even say, walk them off for one. Back then, they was charging $600, $1,000. Like they had dogs 2-3 years ago for $1,000. So if that's your line and you getting into that and you think it's about some money, like what you gonna get? 2 racks? How? You feel me? They probably got a litter dropping real soon for a Band-Aid. So unless you got to do something to that shit that's spectacular, or maybe you got something off their original stock and they done let their stock die off to the point where your shit is tighter than theirs now, or your shit's bred better than theirs now, then you could kind of modify it. But still, if you got guys dropping the packs for the low, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to get your packs off for the high. That's on the block or whatever,
This is the economic part. People don't like to talk about it. There's economics in this for y'all brothers. Because like I said, get your money. Get your money. Your time, your time, what you got invested in your dogs, go get your money. But there's an economic thing to this too. And a lot of brothers who getting into this, because I salute anybody who make a business out of anything. You make a business, a nice legit business, and you can get paid off of it. Understand the business side of this. Understand the business side. And Buck is talking about the business side of this. And for y'all brothers invested in trying to be lucrative in dogs and stuff and have a plan, the information he's giving you is very pivotal. Very, very pivotal. And I learned that later on in the game. Like just the business side of it. It's real. You can't go dog paw because you don't understand the business side of it. That's Fred word, dog paw. Understand the business side of this shit. Because they don't want to talk about, they don't want you to know about the business side of it. They want to benefit from it. Everybody wants to benefit, but until it's time for you to benefit. And then
fuck you.
Then they don't want to have that conversation.
Hey, listen, the papers don't matter until they matter.
Exactly. Because motherfuckers wouldn't hang papers if it didn't matter.
That part.
Point blank period. It would just be, hey, this grand champion, whatever the historical context of it is, and he ain't got no papers, he'll breathe to him. But they put papers on his ass.
No papers. A lot of dudes with no papers advocate for no papers, bro. That's
it's a it's the community. It's not even the community, because it ain't no community. I done told y'all this for the longest. Hopefully you find some good brothers to dealing in these dogs that's trustworthy, and you can make a solid relationship with, move forward with them if you want some business shit, or just be good friends.
Build your own community, because it ain't no fucking no gym membership. Like we all go to this gym to work out community. Fuck no.
Well, if it matters,
exactly.
If it matters, the A.P.B.T, like you can't even enter the show without papers. So that right there, we can just stop the bullshit right there. You know what I'm saying? You can't enter the show. So anybody listening, if they want to go to the A.P.B.T show, they're gonna need their papers.
Hey, Buck, I said that 4 years ago. Right. They ain't believe me.
But this is the information that they want y'all brothers to run with. You're doing them a benefit when you don't do things right. Because if we're talking about the economics, and I like how Buck came in on this economic thing, because it comes down to a money level. Puppy sales, all this shit. If they keep you in the dark, and They keep you in the dark and they keep you thinking stupid. You're going to keep doing stupid shit, and then you're never going to be a threat to them. You talking about old Joe Blow around the corner who ain't got no papers on the dogs? He's not financially coming for me. He can't. But the brothers who do have the correct documentation, the correct blood and stuff, you're a threat.
Yes.
You're a threat. But if you're
Especially
sitting in the dark, you're not a threat.
That's why people don't sell
Hey
dogs.
man, fucking ignorance is bliss to he who holds the knowledge.
That's why
Free
For
game
real.
tonight.
If I could keep
Free
you
game tonight.
stupid and I got all the fucking game and you getting all the money on some stupid shit, fuck it, let's go.
Right.
The
Certain
classic
greens you don't let
pimp-hoe
out.
relationship.
Like if you got that, let's say you got that Manny shit that we just saw, and let's say it's super, super tight. See, if that was your shit and you're the source, you'll always throw some bolio in there. You always do that for the public. But when it's tight like that, you gotta watch how many of those you let out. You know what I'm saying? That matters, because if they could duplicate the shit, they will. They'll act like they're your friend and shit, and then they'll get to duplicating your shit, dog. You got to watch out for that.
Motherfucker, let me get a male off of this breed and then a female off of this one. Now them motherfuckers is breeding them two dogs together.
I know what they're trying to do by what they want. I know what you're trying to do, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I see what he's trying to do. He wants one of those. I said, let me guess. The next one's gonna be this right here, and boom, it happens. I know like I do this shit.
I love that shit.
I like predicting shit so we can see if I'm right or wrong. I do that. Like you hear me talk to y'all all the time off of here. I'd be like, watch, I bet you this happens. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it be happening, man. They're trying to get your shit and lock it up. Everybody wants to lock up a bloodline. You hear every dog show. Every show we have, the question always pops up. How many generations does it take to make my own bloodline? Bro, a motherfucker wants to take your shit and turn it into his. That's the goal. That's the whole goal.
But he want to do it as fast as possible.
Right.
That 15 years hard to hang by, boy. 15 is rough.
Hell yeah. That 10,000 hour rule is real, bro. You got to put the time in. That's how long it takes. 10,000 hours before it's yours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The same thing like with the Garner situation. Like, Garner's still alive selling dogs. I mean, all the Garner fans and stuff. You got to get in where you fit in and have a business plan when you getting into it. Whatever, however you promoting your dogs, whatever wall climb, whatever the hell you promoting them dogs, have a plan if you coming into this on some business shit. Because some people ain't on no business shit. They in this shit to be on YouTube and play around and get some views and get a $200 check. There's some people who want to be legit business. So if you coming into this on some business shit, have a business plan.
Right.
Because like I said, it's two aspects to this. This is, like I said, I know what category and lane, like Fred talked to. We all know what lane we in. Know your lane, and if you're coming into this on some business shit, have a plan. Have a real freaking plan, because it don't take no time for you to just be up in the air, in debt, up in the air. Because thumbs up and comments and views don't mean motherfuckers is buying your dogs. The two don't correlate.
No, it doesn't.
You got that right. That
It's
consistency.
one.
That consistency makes a big difference. See, a lot of times,
big difference.
You got people that got dogs on their yard, right? And see, like me, over a period of time, I watched my OGs and I watched their dogs, and they showed me the ones that they had that was producing. And so some of these dogs I had since back when I had my old family red dogs. So we had the Cardinian stuff way back yonder. You know what I mean? So I didn't never slip with that. So when I got the Red Boy Jocko dogs out of Nilo, I didn't never slip with that. So those was producing dogs when I got with many dogs. But all of them had their own way, their own uh, what you call recipe for success. If you stuck to that recipe, you got success every time. Just like Bad Frank dogs. If you stuck to that recipe, you're gonna get success. I seen Ronald breed Bad Frank one time and got Boston George. Whole totally different caliber of dog. Boom, one time. One time. And I said, wow, you look at that now. He take a dog that we, Anthony Graham, I know he would call Bad Frank a subpar dog, you know what I'm saying? But he was
Let's not
calling that.
relive the
But
story.
I'm friends with Anthony, and I was friends with H4L. Now H4L, he bought the dog from Ronald. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, H4L came to my house the same time. The guy that bred Manny, the guy that bred Manny, and H4L came to my house at the same time. The same time. Now, their cousin was helping me in my yard and stuff, but he couldn't stay out of prison, man. But one thing about the boy, he liked me, and he would do all kinds of work for me, and I was like, boy. And every time we go get locked up, I hated it, but I couldn't keep him. I couldn't find enough work to keep him from going back to jail. You know what I mean? But the thing
Yeah.
is, that consistency, man, when you get in these dogs and you start seeing certain dogs be a certain type of way every time, and you get in those dogs, you keep that line, you keep them dogs. And no matter what nobody say, man, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. Man, look, bro, I don't care what you like, I know what I'm gonna keep. You know what I'm saying? Even like when I get down to these 10 dogs, I know what I'm gonna keep. I bet you that much.
Yeah, I
That
know you picking.
consistency. I'm gonna keep my consistency. I bet you that much.
And
Even if I don't
that's,
have a Manny in it yet, but when I do put it in there, you're gonna tell the difference.
I guess you could say it's a level of perseverance to this shit. And when you coming into this, you're not gonna receive warm arms. People gonna talk shit about what you got, but you're gonna have a level of You got to be somewhat of a bulldog in this,
Yeah, you
because
gotta
they're
have
like
nuts, nigga. Have nuts, have hustle. Can't be no
you just
bitch.
don't come in here with no fancy pedigree and be like, yeah, look what I got, and everybody gonna be like, yeah, no, that's not how this shit work. They're gonna look at you like you crazy. You're gonna have to persevere. This shit get popular. Bloodlines get popular, then they get unpopular, then this one takes its place. You got to go through all that perseverance to stay 10 toes down on what you are working with. Because this
Nigga,
stuff,
you only
if
one
you,
bad breathing away. Nigga, one bad breathing. Fuck your whole shit off.
yeah, that flavor, trying to play the flavor of the month game is a hard thing to do because people want consistency. They can tell a Buck City dog. They can look at PBC dogs and look at the pedigree. They can look at Thompson and see me 3, 4 generations. They want to see. You're gonna have to have some type of work. You got to have that perseverance and put the time in. That's why I said it's a lot of levels to this shit, man. Have a game plan. Have a game plan and stay 10 toes down. Don't come in this thing thinking motherfuckers just gonna love you because you got this group of dogs, man. They're gonna come for you even harder to try to slander it, take it down. Got to be able to be a bulldog in this thing, man. I'm staying 10 toes down on this Thompson thing. Well, we had an epic cook up tonight, man. Shout out to Melee, shout out to JR Kennel'S, shout out to Borderline Kennel'S, shout out to Vito Rashad, Raybo. Hey, anything? I'll pass this around the panel for the last time. This was an epic panel right here, man. What you call?
Cook up.
Anything anybody need to share before we get off this damn thing, man? You know, did 2 hours and 2.5 hours. That's a lot for me, man. But I ain't competing with
I'd
Buck with
like to
this
say,
shit.
man, welcome down Ram and Buck City and Kendrick. Man, I appreciate y'all guys. I hadn't been on here in a long time, but me and Thompson was talking, and I just needed this for myself. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been on here in a long time, but I enjoyed it. I really did.
Told you, man, I'm gonna get you. I know you ain't big on social media, but I'm gonna get your social media legacy thing caught up, man. Because like I said, a lot of people in the street know who you is and stuff. But like I said, man, I just want to be able to have some audio of you talking. You know what I mean? Anything can happen to any of us, any of our brothers in this circle and shit. So anything can happen. So you know, this legacy moves, legacy builds. That's what I enjoy about the brothers that y'all see on this panel. Everybody's trying to push forward. And like I said, OG Fred, I'm glad to have you just on audio talking, man. You know, that shit is truly a pleasure to me, man. So I appreciate you making time coming through. Buck, you got anything you need to add, Kendrick, y'all boys?
Man, salute to the fraternity, man. Everybody that popped up. Melee, Borderland, Vito, you know, all the usual suspects. Lamont Grant, you know what I'm saying? Pitbull City. Hey, Kendrick. It was an epic day, you know.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I'm always in the lab whipping something up. So,
Man,
hey,
Kendrick,
you know, they're gonna see me. I'm gonna pop out.
Man, I just want everybody to just go check out. Man, help me run my shorts up, man. Help me run my watch hours up. That's
man,
it.
support the
Really.
brother Kendrick. I'm gonna be y'all gonna see on the community page. I'm gonna be posting Kendrick joint because he had to bounce back and get back right. You know, like I said, he's starting his channel back up, man. Help him out with the watch time hours. I'll be posting links to his joints on my community page, man. Also, too, Ram, I'm putting pressure on you straight up. You need to let me know about what's his name, that 78 thing. I don't know if I told y'all. I'm gonna start the promotion before you even get in the racks. Before we get off this damn live, we trying to have like an epic throwback show. We trying to plan everybody. Like I said, we stream it on everybody joint however they want to go down. It don't matter. I don't care. But we trying to have one of them throwback joints with the old school and the new school. You know, we're gonna keep it. It ain't Bulldog Uncut Raw. It's gonna be the YouTube version of the shit. But like I said, we trying to push it up, but it's gonna be like a build up to it. We want to do like something 2-3 weeks out. Hopefully 78 confirmed with me and shit, and we can get everybody up here on the panel and just do something epic one time.
I'm with it.
So I
Yeah,
hope
that's
everybody support. I hope everybody supports. Like I said, much love. I hope all is well in YouTube land. I appreciate. I'm gonna try and do these lives a little bit more. Like I said, I can't promise nothing. I'm a busy man and I got kids. But like I said, I'm gonna try and drag Fred and get, like I said, these the usual suspects that you see up here on the panel. So I'm gonna try and do it a little bit more often. And like I said, hopefully all is well in YouTube land. None of this conversation was used for any illegal content. No dogs sold, bred, raised, trained, advertised for any illegal purposes whatsoever. For the disclaimer, and y'all have a blessed one, man.
peace.
Peace.